Hello, guys. Welcome in.
Welcome
Guys,
in.
we're not going to give you a very enthusiastic intro because, you know, we've just had tech issues to start this. But, guys, first podcast of 2024
Recorded in
and
2023.
recorded in 2023.
Feels bad.
Scammed you all, scams. Yeah, just to give you guys a quick rundown of what we spoke about before tech issues. So, Thomas is going to see his family. I'm going to be hungover. That's about it.
I'll also be hungover, but I'll probably be like hungover just on my mum's sofa or something. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it'll be
different.
quite nice.
But
But yeah, guys,
yes,
this is episode
guys, what do you
16.
mean?
We know we're saying it's the first episode of New Year. This episode will be live on Spotify, YouTube, January the 5th. Probably around
January
9
5th.
p.m. the sort of time we'd upload a live episode, but anywhere around that sort of time frame. And yeah, guys, so forgive us if we don't seem as enthusiastic. Like Josh said, we've kind of just run through a whole load of stuff already and realised that none of it was actually good.
None of
So
it was
we're
listenable.
sort of
Yeah,
gonna briefly go through it again. But
yeah.
Josh has a half marathon planned for January the 6th. That's looking, let's say,
Looking a bit
a
ropey.
bit tentative. Yeah, given his current. I was just gonna say his current physical state. That sounds so rude, but like his shin splints. His shin splints is
Yeah,
what I meant.
yeah, man. They're killer, man. Absolute fucking killer. The only way I can describe how it feels is just imagine how it feels like your skin is rubbing against your bone.
Yeah,
That's the only way I can just. It's very fucking uncomfortable. Um, Walking for like X amount period of time, like you really fucking feel every step. It's not nice. So
yeah.
yeah,
One of my
trying
old
to heal
training
up.
partners had that. One of my old training partners was really bad for it. It was like even just walking and stuff. Like they're like really good runner, probably the skinniest person I've ever met. Like he was always struggling with shin splints. Still struggles now. Like even from when he was he was running back in London. Was struggling when he went to like where did he go in the end? University of Southampton and
Yeah.
struggling there. It's like it's a killer, man. It does like when I say it ends careers, it's like obviously when you're
Oh
like an
yeah,
amateur, like, it literally can end careers in terms of like
yeah, big time.
footballers. A load of runners. That's why they end up going over to football because it's less it's less sort of pressure on the shin, and for whatever reason, there's more money in football in terms of like physiotherapy and
Yeah.
rehabilitation and stuff. So a lot of people just can't hack
Well,
the training.
annoyingly, I think I got my shin splints when I was in Lanzarote visiting my parents. So, because I was still going out running every day just to
Yeah,
like not come off my plan. Now out in Lanzarote, so you know how we have like pavements, which are like
yeah,
slabs,
yeah, yeah,
right? In Lanzarote, basically, like all the pavements and sidewalks, whatever you want to call them, are made out of like recycled like lava rock,
Oh,
right? Because
yeah,
it's a volcanic island,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the floors are very fucking hard
The floor is
to
lava.
walk on. Like, yeah, legit. Like they're really hard to walk on.
Yeah,
And so I think I don't know. I think running on
yeah.
those kind of surfaces,
They definitely don't
like
help. Even if you run on like the balls of your feet or the tip of your toes, is what a lot of
yeah,
people seem to refer to it as. If you run on like the balls of your feet rather than flat footed, even then it hurts. Which is why like any long runs I used to do, it was like I'd obviously it'd be pavement when I come out of my house, and it would be like a couple minutes up the road, and then we just go to the nearest park and go around like on the soft
yeah,
grass because then it's like when you
yeah,
plant
for
your
sure.
foot, it's not like this. Is gonna sound mad, but it's not like it's like
Yeah, yeah,
that sounds mad, but it's like it's sort of nice. You're able to like sink into. That's why I know a lot of
yeah,
people get into like they don't do it very often. It's just nice every now and then. They get into like beach running, so like they'll just run,
mm,
barefoot in the sand because it's
yeah,
like there's a bit of a resistance with the sand. You'd be surprised, but it's like you're not actually unless the
mm,
sand's like fucking hot. Like it's actually not too
yeah.
bad.
But I'll also admit, I was thinking about taking Nike to court
Oh
because
shit.
I purposely took my actual running shoes, like
Yeah,
and they are actual running shoes,
yeah.
right? Because they're supposed to cushion that shit,
Yeah,
right?
no, they're supposed
And
to. That's
like,
why a lot of people. There's been this whole. argument. Even though I don't run anymore, I'm still in all like the Facebook groups and running community
Yeah.
groups. People just argue about what they refer to as the super shoes because of all the cushion and stuff and the modern technology. Obviously,
Yeah.
it helps in terms of performance, and a lot of people are just like, oh, if they didn't have the super shoes, like they wouldn't have done this time
Yeah.
or broke this world record. But what, the shoes no good or?
I don't think these ones are any good.
Yeah.
I don't know how like in the running scene you are, so to say. But
Yeah.
speaking of the super shoes, I was gonna get myself a pair of the Nike Alpha Flies,
Oh
which were
yeah.
the shoes that were banned from the Olympics.
Yeah.
So they're like a proper like race day shoe,
Yeah.
and like with the way my training schedule was going, like I was gonna be ready to, hit it basically.
Yeah.
So because I'm doing I'm doing one on the 6th of January and one on the 16th of February.
Yeah.
So my plan for January was because like for me, I've never done a sporting thing like this. I've always played like football, cricket, rugby,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know like the whole like protocol like for it, like turning up, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I was going to use this to kind of like feel out like how it is, how it works,
Yeah.
and then I was going to get the run done.
Yeah.
Now I knew fully well I like because like I had a plan in my head. This was never going to be me going for like a really solid time. This
Yeah.
was going to be
If
me
it's your first,
wanting
it's a foundation.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So obviously, like I don't want to be like fucking like back of the fucking pack, obviously,
No one does.
right?
Yeah.
But like just finish, blah blah blah, and then February 16th, I was gonna be like, right, we're fucking going for it. Like we're gonna set like
You've
a
got a
good
target
time.
now. Yeah. You've got a marker. It's like
Yeah,
you've set your stall out on the first one. It's like, right, I'm gonna try and take maybe 5 minutes off this, or depending on how you're feeling, maybe 10 minutes, and
exactly.
just
Um,
go from there.
yeah, fucking rough, man. Like really annoying. And so as I was saying before, when before we disconnected, so what doesn't help is so when I came back from my parents.
Yeah.
So not last week, week before recording this. Like obviously I was away, came back, blah blah blah. Didn't know I was injured until the Saturday.
What
But
happened Saturday?
one of my staff members from work
Yeah.
took a week holiday.
Yeah.
So me, right? So me thinking, I'm fit, whatever. I'm gonna cover the shift,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
right? So I left it too late to get people in. So I've worked like all of last week, and one of the rules I have for my bar. It's genuinely probably the only thing I'm strict on. I don't like members of bar staff sitting down behind the bar.
No, you shouldn't do
Period.
that. You just shouldn't do that anyway. It's like I remember
Right.
when I worked in the students' union. I think I sat down like once only because like I had like fucking I don't know. I think like my ankle was like fucked or something. And of course, the one
Yeah.
time I sit down ever, it's just a dead like daytime sort of bar slash cafe because we've done
Yeah.
like croissants and stuff as well. The one time I sit down, of course, fucking what was her name? Sherry would come in and be like, "Don't be sitting down." Da, da, da. Other than that, it's like, yeah, I hate people doing that.
Yeah.
Like, there should be no
Yeah.
chairs behind the bar.
Exactly. Yeah. So So I've covered the shift.
Yeah.
I've been stood up for a whole week when I should be fucking resting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty shit, but just trying to
Fair
trying to
play.
cover. But then what else doesn't help? And to be fair, relates nicely. I've been daily streaming.
Yeah.
Um,
That's good
over
though.
on
I
Twitch.
mean, when you put it like that, that's good. Like Josh trying to get his
Yeah.
own like platform up and bring
Well,
you guys
that's
to
it.
PVE
So
side and the grind that you don't necessarily always see on Twitch.
that's it. And so I mean, to be fair, it seems like a good place to discuss this being the first cast of next year.
Yeah.
So for all you guys who think me and Thomas don't actually take it seriously, and it's just a joke. No, we've sat down, we spoke about like we've got our shit in order, haven't we, man? Like,
Yeah.
like we've got it locked in, man.
Yeah, the shit's there.
So at the time of recording this, on the 12th, we've booked in all our fucking podcasts up to the end of January. We've got plans for next year. We've got IRL podcasts coming, which at time of releasing this actually will be what?
It'll be 3 weeks, wouldn't it?
3 weeks? 3 weeks,
So
yeah.
it'll be so when this is released, this is on the 5th. It'll be 3 weeks on the date of this episode's release, that will be in Liverpool. So then it will be like that weekend. So yeah, we'll say 3 weeks, just to be clear.
Yeah. Exciting times. And then EUIC as well. We're gonna do in-person cast as well. We've got content fucking locked in for the YouTube channel. Keep that tiding over. Yeah, like I said, I'm streaming daily now because I think the way that I see it is this is like our joint venture.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
of course it is.
Never.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess like the way that I see it is I felt like you were bringing in all the viewers from your Twitch because you stream on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Now,
why you saying right like you're asking me like I'm a guest like you must guys, we had the fucking Twitch Wrapped, right, and he was my top chatter, like it comes up as loudest fans, and yeah, he was on there, man's asking, do I stream? Stop it.
All right.
Now I know what you're saying though. Yeah.
Anyway, I was rudely interrupted here by Mr. Smog himself. So so you know, I felt like I was bringing people from like Twitter a little bit more.
Yeah.
But then it kind of hit me that like you were only really bringing in PvPers is how I would.
Yeah,
is the way I see it.
I'd bring in a lot of people that either battle or enjoy watching PvP.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Just from
correct.
that side of the game, yeah.
Yeah. So like for me, I'm like, right, people know me a bit more for PvE, so I'm gonna start streaming a bit more PvE, and like you know we're gonna combine those worlds. You know, we're gonna combine them together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna make yeah.
When a mummy bird and a daddy bird love each other very much, they make baby egg.
But yeah, guys, we are properly locked in. It's going to be a proper good year, and okay, I'm going to put this out there now because it gives us like a month. Guys, me and Thomas are going on holiday together.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Here it is.
All right. Now, the thing is, so I can talk about this because my partner's not here. Thomas can't really talk about this. And I'm looking at the camera now and he's gone fucking red as a fucking tomato, right? Because literally, we've been cracking up. So, like, we have been going through it. Like we've been through the fucking ringer.
It can't hurt me.
Yeah. So you know, like we're coming up to being middle-aged men. By the way, starting a podcast. By the way, every middle-aged man. But we both work hard. Blah blah. And as pointed the premise of why we started this, we don't get to hang out all that much because of where we live
at all. Like let's be specific. It's not even like every now and then. Like some people are like, at least you. It's like at all. It's like this is hanging out.
Like, yeah, exactly. Right. And so I'm like, man, we should just fucking go away. Like, fuck it. Go away.
So it was your idea.
Oh. No.
Oh shit!
No.
Man's just been exposed. Clip it.
Delete the mod. No. So guys.
Yes. I'm hella happier now.
Yeah. So basically, guys, Thomas has been going through a really tough time lately.
Here we go.
It's been really bad. And me being the good friend I am, I'm like, come on, man. Like, we'll go away. We'll get you away from the small town of Loughborough. We'll go and enjoy some sun. Some cliff top walks. Like, we'll go to a petting zoo. All that kind of stuff. But guys, the problem is we did what every wannabe alpha male does. When you're sat with your mate, you're like, oh mate, it's got to be sick to do. Do you got to be sick to do? We'll do this. All right, and then the guy goes, is your missus gonna let you? Yeah. Don't worry.
He rings her up and be like, look, baby, it's like, why have I got an email that you've done this? And it's like, why have you booked these tickets? And it's like, they're not for me.
Not
for me.
Literally, right? So me and Thomas were talking about this, looking up flights, like locked in, yada yada yada. And then
guys, new drinking game. You have to drink every time Josh says locked in.
Yeah.
You're wankered at the end.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, have you told your missus yet? And he's like, no. Have you? And I'm like,
bruh.
No. So like
I
we've
didn't.
both just been
I
like,
mean, I didn't
we've
realize
just
we.
been
I didn't
plotting.
realize. I didn't realize we had to. It's different if like they're not going to be in attendance, and I feel like if they were going to be in attendance, then obviously we'd have to tell them. But otherwise, there's no need really.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So I want you to take that mentality right now, walk out there, look her in the eyes and go, oi, me and Josh are going away. All right?
After the episode, of course,
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
to
That's what
ensure
I was
continuity
saying,
and the
man.
flow of the
Like,
episode. And
like
for
we've
all of
had an
our
absolute fucking
for all of our listeners on Spotify, shout out you guys. They'll be very confused as to why there is a awkward silence during the episode. So
Yeah.
shout. I'm thinking of you guys always.
Uh,
Always have you
but
guys'
yeah,
best interests.
yeah. So we're going away for a week. I'm gonna be honest.
And we're not
I
coming back.
already know it's gonna turn out.
We ain't coming back. We're just gone. You already know how it's gonna
Um,
turn out.
yeah, I already know how it's gonna turn out. It's gonna be a lot of fucking drinking,
Uh-huh.
not a lot of fucking sleeping,
Maybe a bit of eating.
a
Not
lot of sunburn.
yeah. Oh, a lot of sunburn for sure. Maybe actually no. Yeah, a lot of sunburn. Probably like
Yeah,
back of neck and face. But my legs will look
yeah.
fucking good. Like I don't shave
Um,
more nothing. But I need to like fucking. I barely have my legs out nowadays because I used to
yeah.
when it was warm at work. Um, I would start wearing shorts, and then apparently there's this unwritten rule. It was like, oh, if it's not like 23 or 26 degrees, you shouldn't be wearing shorts. I'm like, I'll wear shorts whenever,
No,
even when it's
hell
cold.
no.
No, this is what like someone I work with said. He was like, oh, the team meeting. I'm like, what? The team meeting I'm never at because I'm literally around the corner while you lot are all did a team meeting getting paid for it. I'm literally working, not getting paid any extra for it.
Yeah,
But no, I was literally like, if you put a fucking if you probe my bollocks and see how fucking warm they are, I'm telling you, they're more than 26 degrees. It's fire down there. So for that, unless you want me to have to prove it, then I think you should just let me wear my
yeah, exactly,
shorts.
man.
But then it became
Like,
weird when I started wearing jeans to work again. It was like, even the locals are like, oh, you not got your legs out? And I'm like, nope, not today, you
no,
fucking pervert.
yeah. To be fair, I have the same thing here in my pub. So all of my regulars know it's cold when I'm not wearing shorts.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, like I'm basically like a walking fucking weatherman, effectively.
yeah, yeah, fair enough. What,
Um,
like those dancing TikTok ones, yeah? Can you imagine Josh just
yeah,
there, like,
yeah,
but I feel like that kind of leads on nicely, unintentionally, to one of the other things we were going to talk about. So obviously we mentioned we both, in like previous episodes, not just today, that we both work in bars. Like obviously Josh owns and lives above the pub. He's the landlord. I literally live over the road, so I might as well live across. I might as well live above the pub anyway, because I'm basically there all the
we're
time.
living
But
it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But we all have like in our own experiences, we'll have like certain stereotypes and like just archetypes of customers that were like, you know, you used to like if you work in a trade, and we're probably going to speak about some of them because there might be some that I have that Josh doesn't have or he's aware of but doesn't see a lot, and then vice versa as well. So, Josh, what would you say is
Right.
your sort of main like your main sort of customer?
Right. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna summarize
Uh-huh.
like one at a time,
Yep.
and you tell me if you have them
Okay.
and I'm not.
Okay.
The one guy who always thinks his beer is flat and asks for the glass to be changed.
I would say we have that sort of customer. We don't just have that. It's not the one guy. We have there's a thing. So for whatever reason, I've been working here 2.5 years now, so I've seen it. For whatever reason, the Carlin glasses aren't very good, and we've got at
Because
least like the
the
widgets.
widgets, like, well, they basically have they have a lifespan,
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
right? Straight out.
But that's the thing. I've literally like put new ones out. I put fucking new ones out on Saturday because we had like 2 boxes, and one of the boxes weren't even meant to be for us. It was supposed to be for the Rose and Crown in Coventry, but they're ours now. So
Yeah.
like we've put new ones out, and you can tell like they're all right, but people still for whatever reason will just be like, oh, like can I get Carlin and a Stella? And it's like. But then get a card and a Stella, yeah, that's fine, I'll do that, pour it. And obviously, the Stella is a wider glass.
Yeah.
That means the head may look a bit bigger, but obviously, it's a relativity thing. You're supposed to have like a percentage of
Yeah,
yield anyway, but then people will
yeah,
just, and this kind of could come to pet peeves just in general, because I would never do this at any bar that I
no,
go to or pub. It's just like there'll be a bit of a head as it, like we'll say this is a 2 pint glass. Funny enough, it is from work. Say if it's like here, they'll just like level it off like that with their finger, and then they'll moan, "Oh, this bar's sticky. It's all wet on this bar." And I'm like,
dude. Do you know how much that fucks me off?
It ain't us. It ain't us.
Dude, dude, I have a customer that does that
Yeah,
every time they get every time he gets fit. If the head is
yeah,
like over the top of the glass
yeah.
like that.
We have one customer that can't have a big head. We always joke saying, "Oh, you don't like head," but like generally, like I think I don't know how long it took me to realize or to be told, but like I think it's like a not a health thing. I just can't have too much of the froth. I don't know.
The
It's like,
froth, yeah,
but he gets a John Smith anyway, which is quite smooth. So it's not like he has a fizzy
yeah,
lager. It's not like
yeah. It's not fizzy.
yeah, but it's not. But it's not like fizzy is the wrong word. Like carbonated. It's not like he has a pint of Stella and it's like he can't have too much to do.
Yeah,
Because I get a few people like that. And it annoys me. It's like if you can't actually like drink the froth, which
yeah.
you know there needs to be froth to keep the pint alive for a bit. You're gonna drink all that froth
Okay,
off the top, and then it's just gonna die in like 2 minutes because
so
you want me to pour it. Shit.
yeah. So to be fair, say that the next type of customer I have two guys who will only drink flat beer. So they drink lager out of a John Smith's glass, and they ask for no head.
Um.
Right now,
Hmm,
the reason why they do that
yeah.
is not a preference. Do you know what it is?
Go on.
Because they get that much more beer in a glass,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Cause
they drink it so fast
yeah.
that you don't actually lose the fizz.
No.
Basically,
Yeah. No.
yeah,
To be fair, it's like I said earlier, we get a lot of people that like chop and change with the glasses. It's like one guy asked for a strongbow in a John Smith glass rather than like a long tall fucking strongbow glass. We used to have those cool like strongbow like changed its branding and got like the cool little bow and arrow now.
yeah,
So we had loads of like new glasses for the strongbow, and then rainbowy, multicolored ones or for the dark fruits.
yeah.
It's safe to say we don't have any of those anymore because they go missing. Any nice glass. I'm surprised we've still got as many neck oil glasses as we do. Like
Yeah,
with
Necro glasses are
with the
beautiful.
psychedelic skulls. I'm surprised it's still there, but
Yeah.
probably had to refill them a few times. That's probably why. But
Mm.
yeah, no, I think I'm trying to think if we have anyone specifically like that. I feel like a lot of people just a lot of the time it would be like, oh, less head, like small head, da da da. It's like people
Yeah.
generally think that they're getting like less beer. I get it, less head there, but there needs to be a yield. Otherwise, your beer's gonna taste shit. Would you rather not just drink it and enjoy your beer for longer, rather than if you are
It,
nursing it, it's just gonna die.
I think it depends because, I obviously I've never been in your pub. You've been in my pub, but not during regular operating hours.
Yeah,
My pub is basically like a lot of like regulars who are quite old.
I can tell when I've walked in and stuff. I see a lot of like old boys, sort of like
Yeah,
old men, old
and
women. Yeah,
you know, so to them, they don't really care about what I would call like the science behind the beer. It's like,
they just see it on appearance and being
yeah,
like, I
yeah,
see a lot of
like,
white, a lot of froth. That's beer that I'm not
yeah,
getting that I've paid for. Yeah,
yeah, exactly, yeah. So for me, like, I mean, I wouldn't say I care necessarily, but like,
yeah,
if I get a shit pint of beer, I'm gonna change it over.
yeah,
Period. But I feel like my parameters for a shit pint of beer are very different.
yeah, yeah.
You
No,
know what I mean?
yeah, I get you, I get you.
Like how can I articulate this the way that I want to? Okay, so in here, literally this morning as we're recording this, I
Yeah,
was up at 5:30 finishing cleaning the beer lines off. Right,
yeah,
the beer in my pub is always clean, bruv.
yeah,
Once a week, clean. So the beer is always good. I think because it's always good, they can never complain about it.
yeah,
Right. So for them, it's all about just trying to get that extra fucking mouthful of beer. Like,
yeah,
right, because most of them are just functioning alcoholics,
yeah,
effectively,
yeah,
right?
yeah. They are. Yeah,
So for them, it's all about that. But yeah, but like I said, I've got 2 customers who literally will have 0 head on it, 0,
Yeah, you'll
which is
see
grim,
like
by the
you'll
way.
see bubbles on the top, like
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
froth, like it'll be like bubbles, and it'll be
yeah,
like
just like the
yeah,
bubble from the widget. Yeah,
yeah.
but that is grim, guys. Do not drink your beer like that.
Nah,
That's not the way to drink your
there's a
beer.
few of ours that like their beer to be poured
Mm,
that way and like to drink it that way, but
yeah,
yeah, it's not on, to be honest.
yeah.
Dirty. But
Um,
I feel like our clientele is quite a lot older as well. Where we do food, we obviously like pick off people that just come in for food. But a lot of our
yeah,
regulars are like power drinkers, man. It's like
yeah,
power
yeah,
drinkers to functioning alkies, fucking clear out my bandit. And I've literally been in half an
yeah,
hour and
yeah.
they've cleared out my bandit. It's like, yeah, it's nuts.
Mate, do you know how happy it makes me to hear you call it a bandit?
Please tell me people
It's like
don't actually call it a fruit machine.
people, yeah, yeah, no, no, mate, not just people. Like I would say the majority of people call it a fruit
It's a
machine.
bandit.
Yeah,
Robbing
it's
you in
always
broad
going to be a
day.
fucking bandit.
It's a
Yeah,
bandit for fuck's
yeah,
sake.
a one-armed bandit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking
Mm.
robbing you in broad day.
Um, yeah, but the other kind of clientele that I'd imagine you have as well, the people who think they understand how a seller works. So
I'd go as far as saying we get a lot of people that come in and be like, sort of tell you like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do
yeah,
that, and I'm thinking
yeah,
like,
yeah,
shut the fuck up, yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I mean. So like, so for anyone listening who doesn't know how a pub work, there's not like a magical beer fairy
yeah,
that just makes beer pour out. So
yeah,
like, so honestly, and it's probably gonna make me sound like a proper knobhead, but there is a lot of science
yeah,
behind the bar.
yeah,
And by that, before people are fucking laughing, what I mean is in your cellar, you've got your gases, you got your CO2, your
yeah.
nitrogen,
Your
and then
temperatures and everything,
yeah,
yeah,
you got like, and it all fucking adds up, right?
yeah,
All adds up, right? And so generally speaking, like more often than not, you have problems, right? So like
yeah,
so like if the beer starts frothing up too much when you pour it, right?
yeah.
And there's that one dickhead who goes, looks
Looks
over the bar when
lively,
you're pouring it
looks
pint.
lively, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He goes, oh, looks lively. It's probably the gas, isn't it? Fuck off.
yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, what is it? Oh no, the other one. It's like, is that a new barrel? It's like,
Yeah, yeah,
fuck off,
yeah,
man.
exactly. It's like, do you know what, Terence? You go in the cellar. You fucking fix it, bro. Because
Yeah.
go on. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, that shit fucking
No,
annoys me.
I had one like unrelated to the actual like beer and the draft side. It was like I think I was just clearing tables. Now, I said you guys don't really do like food or like have a kitchen or anything,
No,
do you?
we don't
So
know.
like obviously like so I was clearing a table and there was like dessert sundae jars and I don't really know how to describe it, but it's sort of like obviously it's thin and goes out like that.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah,
so they can be a bit techie to hold. It's the same way like when you like collect glasses and whatnot. I try and collect ones of the same height so they're easy to hold. But anyway, so I was doing that and like I was holding the two at the bottom. Now because they're quite I really don't know how to describe it. Obviously they go up on themselves and they're quite wide.
yeah, yeah.
Obviously it's like say if I was to
You mean like a
stack
chalice?
yeah, basically, if I was to like have two in my hand, it wouldn't be as simple as this. They'd sort of come out on themselves,
Yeah,
and there was residue of like chocolate sauce and ice cream in there, and a bit spilt, and it didn't go on anyone. I think it just went on the floor. But then this guy was on the other end of the table, was just like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch what you're doing!" Da da da. And I'm like, "Are you gonna clean it up?" And he was like, he didn't say anything. He was like, "No, no, no! I'm just telling you to." I'm like, but you're not going to clean it up. And he was like, no. I'm like, right, well, I'm cleaning it up. So don't you think I would have avoided this scenario anyway? Don't you think I
yeah,
intentionally
yeah,
meant to
exactly.
do
Yeah,
that? Unless you want to give me your cloth right now, shut up. Like, don't be telling
yeah,
me he's like, oh, I should have done 2 trips. I'll be like, no, we
yeah.
don't do 2 trip, Tom. It's always
Yeah,
one
no,
trip.
don't never do 2 trips.
No.
Never, bro. It's the same as helping your missus bring the shopping in.
Yeah.
I'm not going. I'm not going back to the fucking car.
Yeah.
Right. I'm lining all the fucking bags
It's
out on
all
my ass,
coming out like Eddie Hall,
brother.
like world's strongest man. You know when they're literally
Yeah,
lifting up
yeah,
cars.
straight up,
It's
man.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
listen, if Eddie
Oh,
Hall,
that's the same as me with
if
glasses.
yeah,
I'm clawing them
yeah,
like that, bro. Like straight up, I'm
yeah.
clawing those glasses.
It's,
I'm not making a fucking
if
second
Eddie
trip.
Hall can carry like two fucking small fucking vehicles like either side on a thing, and I can carry
Yeah,
like a week's worth.
exactly. Yeah,
Like,
easy. But speaking of clearing up, those motherfuckers who think they're helping you clear up because they
oh
put
no,
their tissues in a pint
no,
glass,
that does not help, guys. If you do
right?
that,
But it doesn't help.
if you do that, you are a piece of shit. Because think about it,
You
it's
are a
like,
knob.
think about it like. Because I keep mentioning we do food, I feel like it's quite important. But a lot of people leave cutlers, all sorts we get in ours. Oh my god, like cutlery, tissues is the main one. If someone gets like pack of peanuts or something, that goes in there.
It's so fucking jarring, bro.
Somehow in like a like someone there was like a spirit glass.
Yeah.
And there was all like what appeared to be like blue slush. So someone had clearly had like a blue lagoon or something or other, purple or something or other, and there was all like someone had made like a fucking weird looking cocktail of like slush, leftover food. There was ketchup, barbecue sauce on it, and that's not
Oh
even. You know
no.
what the worst bit is? I don't actually know. This isn't the worst bit. You know what? Like the kicker is, it was like this was on a table outside, and this girl used to work for us. I was like, why haven't you cleared that table? Like, you've cleared literally everywhere else, not that table. She was like, oh, I thought it was someone's drink. I thought they were still drinking it. I'm like, go and pick that up right now and tell me if you would drink it. It's like, obviously, you have to be careful if there's a little bit in glasses. People be like, oh, no, half a pint there. Fuck off.
Yeah,
No, you
yeah, yeah.
didn't. No, you didn't. So I'm like, would you drink that? And she's like, oh, no. There was like a, literally, they even like polished it up with a chip garnish on top of the
Oh,
slush. It was
no,
like, yeah, you get all
no.
sorts of sick fuckers putting stuff in. Like, we need to wash these. People need to realize that these go in the wash to
Thank,
reuse.
thank you. Right?
Yeah,
And the fuckers who put crisp packets
yeah.
and peanut packets, right? And right, and listen, guys, we get it. You think you're being helpful. You are not
I'd
being
rather just
helpful,
take that
right?
glasses in one hand, right? If you've put it in there, it's like I can't make you unput it. I can't put it out on the fucking table. I'll put it in the bin. But even so, it's like if you
Yeah,
have food, right? Just leave it on your plate and we'll clear the plates.
yeah, right. Because obviously, you have two different like washing machines. You have one for glasses,
Yeah,
one for fucking other stuff,
yeah,
right? If you put fucking empty packets of crisps and peanuts, all the salt from the packets
yeah.
sticks to the inside of the pack of glass.
All the dirt as well. Like you have a filter at the bottom, and obviously it's filtering it all out
Yeah,
to make the glasses clean. So we
yeah,
can actually reuse them and whatnot. But like the filter should be washed anyway. But like the shit that
yeah,
fucking hell, there's like little. If it's little lemon pips and stuff, that's unavoidable and stuff like
yeah,
from the drinks. But like, fuck me, there's been like peanuts. There's been like all sorts of shit that
yeah,
just doesn't belong there.
exactly. Yeah, like, like, and that's the thing. Like, especially with the majority of people, I think it's easier for us, the people that work there, for them to be messy and try to clean up,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Because at least you can kind of like attack it differently. You can like
yeah,
go part by part rather than trying to fucking deal with that shit because that shit is annoying, bro.
yeah.
That shit fucking annoys me. That shit fucking annoys me.
Nah, it's not gone.
Speaking of shit that annoys me, customers that annoy me, the
Oh god.
people who think they know how to get a drink quicker than others,
Yeah.
right? So, right, and so the thing is, you will completely understand it. Someone who
Yeah,
works there.
yeah,
So bear in mind, you work in hospitality,
yeah,
and me as well. If I go out to a bar
yep.
and I'm waiting for it, I will stand patiently and wait.
I will stand at the bar.
Right?
Well, we have a thing I don't know about. Sorry to interrupt, but I don't know about your pub. But what I kind of do because I don't really see people. When you say queuing, obviously people are waiting at the bar. That is why a bar is long way, so you can wait
Yeah,
there and there's more. Yeah, for whatever reason. Obviously I started working where I work now. After COVID, when I first started working, it was still a shield and everything, but it wasn't like the
yeah,
height of the pandemic. I think I literally just joined just after the Euros or whenever it was. But people will queue like it's fucking Morrison's, and it's like,
yeah,
and then that's it. They'll join the end of the queue, and then other more normal people will queue at the bar, and then it'll be like there's a queue because a few fuckers have already started this queue. Obviously, we know who's next anyway. But
yeah,
other people just be like, oh, but like you're supposed to wait at the bar, and I can't say I disagree with them. Like no one has
yeah,
told. There's no signs on the floor
yeah,
or on the walls or the doors to say
yeah,
you need to queue long ways. It's a bar. Otherwise, the bar would be a different shape if you were supposed to queue
yeah.
that way. Like,
So okay, so when I say queuing, I mean so So say it's a Friday night or
Yeah,
Saturday
yeah,
night. Pub is Ramo, right?
yeah,
Bar is fucking rammed out,
yeah,
and people waiting for drinks.
yeah.
Right? And you get the people who think they're like, oh, don't worry, I know how to get drunk,
Yeah, they'll be like,
and
they'll
they're
try and
either
give you the
like,
eyes. They'll be like, "Can you get
yeah,
me
yeah, yeah,
next?" and all that
yeah, yeah,
shit. It's
right. They
like,
try
no,
and give you the eye, or they try and like wave their money or their card,
card tapping.
like,
Yeah, yeah. I've got.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
what have I
right.
got? I've got
So, so
Incineroar.
like for me, and like I said, you probably do the same,
Yeah,
right? You probably just stand there, wait, and then you eventually get eye contact, but
yeah.
because you're not being a dickhead, you're not being pretentious
You smile.
about it. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
smile. You'll be
yeah,
like, you've
yeah,
acknowledged
straight up,
the
yeah,
whole
straight
the
up,
whole point. We're taught like, if someone comes through the door, you're supposed to acknowledge that customer within like 3 seconds. It's different if they come. If you don't see them, it's fine. But like, if they come to the bar, you want to acknowledge them to know that you are not next, but you acknowledge them to be like, I have seen you.
yeah,
I have not forgotten about you. Because a lot of people be like, I've been waiting here 20 minutes, and it's like, no, you've
yeah,
just come
it's
in.
so annoying.
You've
It's
just
so annoying, and
you came in, you saw the queue, and you went to the toilet. Then you came back. That
yeah,
don't count as
it
waiting.
it fucking winds me up. So like, obviously, it's different for you because you work in a chain, right, in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
chain bar, right? Me, the way that I teach my staff, the people who aren't proactively seeking a drink, so they're not like, oh, you know, when you've got a minute doing
yeah,
the money wave, leave those fuckers till last.
yeah,
Serve the people who are waiting politely first because
yeah,
those are your good drinkers. Straight
yeah,
up, those are the good drinkers,
yeah,
and the people who are gonna come back is what I always find
yeah,
as well. Like, so obviously, me and Thomas have been to quite a few of the socials,
yeah.
like that London Finest Palm, and mate, and like I see people at our socials doing that shit that we fucking hate.
Yeah, it's. I
Yeah,
don't know whether it's obviously because a lot of the shows, like obviously we've had Go Fest, EYC this year and whatnot, and even Worlds like last year. But obviously, you get a lot of people coming that aren't necessarily from here. And before you guys start being like, whoa, whoa, it's like it's true. Like things when I've been to, so I've had the privilege of going to a few different places this year, and it's like it's different. Etiquette's different, and obviously it works.
yeah,
It works both ways. People come and be like, oh, because if it's like if they say they're only ordering one drink, it doesn't matter if the person in front of you is ordering around and you're only ordering one drink. It's like they were there first. You wouldn't
yeah,
like
right up.
it's so and so in like a supermarket. You wouldn't be like, oh, let me go first, and I'm only getting a few
Yeah,
bits. It's like I always think like two things. Would you do this anywhere else if it wasn't a pub, i.e., like a supermarket? Da da da. Like, would you do it there? And
yeah,
also, would you do this at home in terms of just like cleanliness
yeah,
and
for sure,
hygiene and
man.
etiquette? And it's
Oh,
like, if the answer is no, why would you do it here? But when I
yeah,
say to my staff, I'm like, people are like, oh, I bet they wouldn't do this at home. And I'm like, you know what? They probably would. No, looking at the state of them, like they
yeah,
probably
yeah,
would. So
they genuinely would. Yeah,
let's not give them a get out.
yeah. Um, the people who order around and
Yeah,
order Guinness last.
yeah. Order Guinness first. If
That
Guinness first, and
that
then it can
that is
settle. It can
that
settle.
jars
Yeah,
me, bro.
Guinness first, and then it
That
can settle.
that that fucking jars the fuck out of me, bro.
Yeah,
Like on a Friday, Saturday night, Ramo, you got
because
people
because
buying
because then it
like
ends up
six, seven
two
drinks.
ways. It's like if it's rammed, it's like you have to let it to set, and then you have to wait. Or if it's quiet, you can get away with, I'll bring it over to you, mate. But like you said,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it's Friday night, Saturday night, peak
yeah,
service time, then the fucker's got to wait. Either that, or because the worst thing is just getting it all pulled in one. Like you don't want a
yeah,
Guinness
for sure.
pulled in
Yeah,
one, but like if
yeah,
you order
no,
it
no, exactly.
first, it's like that's gonna have more time to settle down and
Yeah.
whatnot. But
Well, exactly. And the thing is, well, because the people that do that, they order their fucking drinks one by one.
oh no, I hate this. I was just gonna say. So I had one. What was it, on Tuesday today? Tuesday. When was it? It was sometime last week. We had a big Christmas booking. We knew they were all coming in anyway.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he caught us off guard or anything. But there was one guy that was like. The way I saw it is I'm quite good at understanding group dynamics.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm quoting a tweet I've seen, but like in all seriousness, I'll be like, this guy, they don't go out often. It was like a B&M Christmas social, and I'm like, he's like,
A&M, you know.
he looks a bit weeby, but he wants to, he sees himself as the guy. It's like, oh yeah, let's get on it, and buy everyone drinks. Bit of pussy, really. But Yeah, so he's there like, can I get this? And then I'm like, yeah, is that everything? Is that everything? Da da da. And he's like, no, actually, what are your deals on shots? And I'm like, shots on that side. You can get 5 for 5 on sours, 2 for 5 on bombs, 3 for 5 on most other things. Then he was like, oh yeah, can I get 3 of these? And he was like, oh actually, can I get 3 more of these? Da da da.
It's so jarring,
Oh
bro.
shit, you ain't got a drink. And I get, I'm just like, I know that the worst part is if you tell me a few drinks at a time, I'll do them. Like I'll be able to
Yeah,
remember everything because if it's long, I'll ring it through on the till. But I try and avoid doing that because
yeah, yeah,
the fuckers that change their mind. If I have to swap it out, it reflects badly on like my error
yeah,
percentage. And I
yeah.
think
On your number, yeah,
I've not had a mistake for about what month in December. About well over 2 months. Some of these fuckers with
yeah,
like 25% clear percentage, so 1 in 4 of all their orders are like they have to change, and mine's on 0, and it doesn't take into account like manager clears as well, which really fuck up your percentage. I've not had any of those. But this guy he's
yeah,
like, if my back's to him and I'm like pouring his drinks and whatever, he's like, oh, can I get this as well? And I'm thinking like, if you're talking when I've got my back to you, it's like I can. The worst part is I can hear you, but I was just like,
I'm choosing not to. I'm
yeah,
gonna choose to not. Yeah,
don't do that. I'll hear him and I'll just be like,
yeah,
what was the other drink? Just so like you can say it like while you are looking at me. It's like I'm
yeah,
not a robot. It's like you
yeah.
tell
No,
me what
straight
you
up.
want. I don't assume what you want
Mm,
because so many people like the pretentious customers in Title One just assume that
yeah,
I know what they want. Do. It's like
yeah,
they'll be like, oh, can I get a gin and tonic? And I'll be like, oh, which gin would you like? And this is funny because our manager, whenever he gets asked that, he'll rattle off like all like 70 plus flavors of gin. And, like even if they be like, oh, have this, and he'll just keep going. Like, oh no, we also have this one as well. If someone says gin or tonic, you're like,
oh no,
just to
annoying.
prove a point, like we don't know what you want until you tell us,
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah, no, it's fucking jarring, man. Like, I hate when people do that. Like, it's actually kind of winding me up a little bit, even like
So
thinking about
I
it.
popped off. Sorry, I wasn't meant to. That wasn't meant
Yeah.
to happen.
No, no,
But
no, no, 'cause it's true, bro.
yeah,
It's
it is.
so,
Yeah.
it's so true, man. And like the people who shout from down the end of the bar, "Hey, mate, when you got a minute, can I get two?" No,
No,
wait your fucking
the
turn.
funniest one is like if I'm there, like I try and serve multiple customers or at least groups or at least serve two and acknowledge the next person
Yeah, yeah.
and all of that stuff, which good barmen and barwomen should
Good
do.
bombing, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but then like I have one guy be like, when you got a minute, can you switch the channel over? I'm like, yeah, let me just whip out my third arm, and just
Oh, dude,
go get the sky
yes,
remote. I'm like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I was
man.
literally saying this on my last shift, and I'm like, you showing the Arsenal game? I'm like, no, mate, can't stand Arsenal. I'm there wearing an Arsenal shirt. I'm like, you don't think I'm gonna have this game on? I'm done in
Yeah,
15 minutes. You don't think I'm buying a beer and sitting there and watching it as well? No, of course we're not showing the Arsenal game. You fucking
I
tool.
mean, to be fair, kind of off topic. You probably did regret watching the Arsenal game, low key, but
I did not. No, I did not regret it because I don't actually get to
no,
watch a lot of Arsenal games because they're
yeah,
always on like because obviously a lot of these games are on a weekend, and obviously because it's Christmas you're getting more fixtures in less time. It's like a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of the time
sure.
Arsenal's on while I'm working anyway, and I just have to enjoy it while serving people, which I don't mind. But I never usually
Yeah,
sit there with a beer and like enjoy it. So I didn't mind watching it, but it was just like, oh yeah, you showing this game, that game. I'm like,
yeah,
we literally like posted about it on our Facebook.
yeah.
There are like little fixtures like Sky Sports
Oh yeah,
ones,
yeah,
and
yeah.
all the promo is literally there. And we're just not going to show it. What was your cheat going to put on? Like fucking,
Yeah,
I'm a
no, no.
celebrity. You
Mm,
fucking idiot.
yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Do you guys have the customers like regulars, but like the ones you have to cut off after a certain like after a certain amount for the good of their health?
Yeah. So funny enough, it's like we have this we'll say couple that come in, and they're the mum and dad of one of the girls that work there, and she's even said at like team meetings, it's like you do not serve them anything top shelf or anything like that. The moment it starts
Yeah,
asking top, like,
yeah,
and I've been one of the few that will just. It's awkward, like I said, where it's Chelsea's mum and dad and stuff. Not that she's gonna watch this anyway, but like, she might. And it's like, oh, you feel like you have to do it because you don't want to upset Chelsea. You're upsetting her more by like fucking putting, except you're just putting them in a position where it's like they're fucked. And to be
yeah,
honest, 9 times out of 10, I know they live down the road, but I'm like, but I'll book you an Uber, guys, and they'll just be like, look at each other like, yeah, Uber sounds good. I'll just buy him an Uber. And Chelsea's always like, I'll send you the money. I'm like, no, don't bother. It's like, to be honest, I always think if it was my mum and dad and they were
You'd
like,
want someone to
fucked,
do the
I'd
same.
want someone to do the same. And at the same time, I'd expect my parents to have a bit more
Decorum is what I'm
decency
looking
for
for.
themselves. Yeah. But I'll just do
Yeah.
it anyway. But there are some where it's just like, you can tell. We have one guy, we can't tell whether he gets drunk really quickly. He's a bit like skits. He's like a bit weird. So it's like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can never
yeah,
tell
yeah.
whether you can never tell whether he's on gear or like he's come in ponging a few times and whatnot. But it's like yeah, you can never tell whether he's had. I always just say to
Yeah, yeah.
people like if I go on my break and I'm like, how many has he had? And it's like he's had at least two, and I'm like, see when he comes to the bar, see how he is. Like he should just be able to judge
Yeah.
anyway. But it's like if he's
Yeah.
had like three's probably his limit. But you say if you reckon he's gone before then, or it's like, nah, you shouldn't serve him
Yeah.
for other reasons, then don't serve him. But there's loads we have to like just be like, right,
Yeah.
it's home time now, or they'll say, all right, this is me last one, and like I'll say to them like, oh, you said this was your last one, like I'm not necessarily holding it against you. It's just like, yeah, it's 10:30. Shouldn't you be going home? There's no point in we're closing soon. You're just gonna rush it
Yeah,
and not
yeah.
enjoy it. So I just try and talk them round so it's like yeah you've had a bit
Yeah,
too much. It's
definitely.
not like we're not
Um,
people take it personally acting like we're never gonna serve them ever again. It's like it's just for tonight. I'm sure you'll sober up and you'll be back at 11
yeah,
o'clock
yeah,
when we open.
dude. Yes, yeah, we've had that, and you're like, mate, like, I'm doing this for your health,
Yeah,
like,
and we are, but
like,
we're also protecting ourselves as well. But it
yeah,
is
of course,
obviously a
yeah,
lot of that is to do with looking after customers. Like we're supposed to be hospitable. I can never say that word. Hospitable. That word,
yeah,
yeah. Looking after them, innit?
yeah, for sure, man. Uh, the one guy who is okay, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because that would probably get us cancelled.
Oh dear.
Um, the guys who are a little bit slow and always want to pay in change and take like 10 minutes
To
to
count
count
it.
out the
Yeah.
change.
So with people that give a load of change, they'll be like, "I count if you want. I think it's right," and I'm just there like, I'll open the till, put it all through, and do it. I don't care. They don't need to count it. If they're giving me, I'll tell you if you're short, and I'll give you change if you've got change. And if it's bang on, I'll be
Yeah,
like, "Yeah, perfect." And if my
yeah,
till's like, I'll count it like. And if for whatever reason I can't be asked to count, if my till's down a bit, my till's down a bit. But people ain't gonna unless they're sort of we have quite a lot of carers that come in with like special needs people and they'll give me I'll be like oh yeah 50p short or 30p short and if it's like if I know that's all the money they have for instance I'll be like don't worry about it it's fine
yeah, yeah,
like I'm not going to be a
yeah,
knob
for sure.
about it but yeah the people that are there
Well,
like sat counting out every little thing it's
mate,
like nah don't
so
do that.
we have this one guy called Graham comes in, like
We have a Graham
oldest
he's a
guy,
racist we have a racist Graham there's allowed back in now.
racist Graham Jesus.
It's bad.
Um, yeah, he he's a little bit slow,
Yeah.
and he comes in at the busiest times, right? And I'll put it for it. He comes in right with a walking stick
Oh
with
yeah.
four tennis balls on the bottom of it. Yeah, that's how
Hell.
slow we're talking,
Yeah.
right? And he has a Stella in a straight glass
Yep.
because he can't pick up a chalice,
Yeah.
right? And he comes in at the most inconvenient times, like when it's fucking like Ramo,
Yeah. It's
right?
like,
Right?
why now?
And then he reaches interest, like my man moves like a turtle, bro. Like my man moves like a turtle, right?
Not like a ninja turtle.
No,
Like
no,
a.
bro, because there's nothing ninja about him, straight up, right? And then he stands there and he's like this,
Yeah. Sometimes
right?
you got to check those sort of customers. They're giving you actual fucking
Yeah,
GBP. Some of them come out with like
mate,
euros. Just been back from Tenerife. They've
mate.
got fucking all
And then
sorts.
like genuinely, bro, like it's to the point now like where I've said to my staff, like if it's busy, just take the money out of his hand, count it yourself,
Yeah.
put the fucking rest back in his hand
Yeah.
because mate, like I think the longest time I've waited is like 7 minutes
Yeah,
to get money off
or
him.
worst comes to worst, if like the till's not there for you to like use, or if there's sometimes if you've only
Yeah,
got one till, But there's a little queue for the till behind the bar. But just say to him like,
So
just
jarring, man.
yeah, as long as if he goes with his drink, it clears up the bar and it's less for you to deal with. Just say like you'll bring his change over if it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Just like obviously explain to whoever it is, whoever he or she is, like, oh, it's a bit of a see we're a bit busy. If they can't fucking see already, we're a bit busy.
Yeah,
We'll
and
bring
it's,
it over,
it's so
innit?
it's no, okay, no. Right, so then what he does is after you've waited 7 minutes for your payment,
Yeah.
he he's got one of those what they called Dora phones, DORA. You seen them? The like that.
Dora. Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah, yeah,
that was so special. Yeah, I've
yeah.
not seen them
Right,
to be
right,
fair.
right. Go on Google right now and type in Dora phone, bro. Right,
I'll look it up on my
and
phone 1 sec.
right, right, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Right,
Let's have a look.
they're like the accessible fucking phones.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, Doro,
Yeah,
not Dora.
yeah.
I think
Dora, same thing, same shit, right?
DORO. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I typed in Dora and it came up with
Yeah,
like
bro,
it
with a
came
big fucking bro,
yeah it came.
yeah.
What the
Right,
fuck?
like the phones for accessibility,
Yeah,
and he's always got something wrong with it. He's always like put it on fucking silent or
yeah,
mute. He doesn't have to stand up,
yeah,
or he needs the phone topping up. It's like I don't have time to do your personal admin.
yeah,
Like I'm busy. You've taken 7 minutes to give me your fucking money
yeah.
as it is. So like I've got a backlog. No, I'm not going to take your phone off fucking
There's so
silent.
much
I'm
that
not going
can
to top
go
it
on
out.
there. It's like if they have a drink and it's like, let's say for whatever reason it's been sat there for a while and then they end up not drinking it because they're faffing around with change and their phone and their fucking.
It's so jarring, bro.
But
It's so
then
annoying.
if the beer is like just there chilling, it's like the beer was good when I put it on the bar. So that like, you
Yeah,
can't say, oh
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
like after like 7-10 minutes or whatever, oh, yeah, it's no good now. I'm like, it's been sat there for like ages.
Yeah.
Like,
No. Okay, right. So this is the best part of the cup I'm talking about. So not only is he a little bit slow, he can't speak very well.
yeah.
Right. So like so he kind of sounds like he's talking like this.
Oh God. Yeah.
Right. So like, it's busy. It's Saturday afternoon because for me, I'm not really a nighttime pub. Like I'm an afternoon pub. So like 1 p.m. I'm fucking slammed.
Yeah.
Right. So like the music's going because you know we have a lot of the Charlton fans who come in before a home game,
Yeah.
or we have a lot of old boys who like to listen to a lot of the 80s music, turn out blah blah.
Yeah. So it's loud. Yeah.
And I'm like I can't stand here chat to you because I have to lean across the bar to hear you,
Oh yeah. We'll just
right?
give you a bit of the jibber jabber, and it's like you
Yeah,
can
and
barely
I'm like,
hear it.
dude, like, yeah, I'm like, look, I can't talk. Got to fucking serve people. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so fucking jarring, man. So jarring. Um,
I feel for him though, because it's like I want to say like the good person in me thinks that they don't really understand or know how
no,
inconvenient they're being. Obviously, they clearly don't. If they did, they might
yeah,
or maybe might not
yeah,
change.
exactly, yeah.
But they're old. They're set in
Um,
their ways. It's
do
fine.
you guys have the customers who drink in there nearly every day and still ask you what time you're closing?
Yes, because sometimes like we close early. Well, I say we close earlier. It just means I take the till earlier on a Sunday because I do all the Sunday evening shifts anyway. But like my Sunday regulars stay in there, like until normal sort of time-ish anyway. But
Yeah,
no, we get a few that are just like what time's the kitchen close or like
mate.
what time you
Right.
serving till.
Yeah. Right. Kids, I understand.
Yeah,
Okay, so I have a customer called Danny, Irish guy,
yeah,
massive gambler. So my pub is really big for horse racing, right?
yeah,
This man has drank in this pub for 27 plus years,
yeah.
right?
That's more
Right,
time than I've been alive. Yeah,
right, and will still ask me what time we're closing, and I look at him and I'm like, Danny, you know what time we close.
yeah. Are you
You
one?
asked me this.
Are you one of them? Like, could you, if you just emptied out, let's say, like for whatever reason, you would just empty at like a particular time, or would you stay open until it says on your opening hours?
Hell no, I'm locking that shit up.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. We can't like the worst thing is we can't do that. So the fact that people ask us, it's like it's the same. If I'm empty, We've been
Yeah,
empty
that
by like 9
yeah,
o'clock on a
yeah,
Sunday, but we know for a fact that Bill, Dot, and Dave are gonna go come in at 9:30 and sit in the window. The old boys are gonna go sit there, and then we may get like, um, Jack and Ray that come and play pool. So it's like we know people are gonna come in at like 9:30, and it's like if we just have the doors locked at 9, I think that'd be quite funny because it would just be like the only time
yeah.
I've ever
Fuck them
seen
up.
us recently like close early is when I wasn't working, but I came back after a game and we were watching Newcastle PSG, and it was all like kicking off outside. I think someone like in the local area that was quite well known died, um, and a lot of he used to come in here and drink. The only kicker was a lot of his mates and people that knew him weren't allowed in. Um, so it was like all kicking off, and that's the only time I've seen us like stop serving sooner and clear the pub out sooner
Yeah,
because of those circumstances. But other than that, yeah, it has to be.
yeah,
It's till 11. It's like it guarantees our hours, but it is annoying because if the trade's slow,
yeah,
then
man. Yeah.
it's not great.
You. So I'm gonna assume this is more of a London thing.
Okay.
Um, the customers that come in pissed, drunk as a skunk when they come in.
Yeah.
You've probably never seen them before.
Yeah.
They try and ask you for a drink. You say no, you've had enough,
Yeah.
and they come up with something along the lines of, "Oh, but my mum's just died," and you look at them and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, so my problem is where I'm the owner, I can kind of say what I want a little bit.
Yeah.
But like
Sorry to hear
obviously there's
that.
certain things I don't.
Sorry. Yeah.
Right? No, so in my head I'm looking at it and I'm like, sorry, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
Like I'm not giving you a drink because your mum's just died. I'm
Yeah.
not giving you a drink because
I would have
you're
just
wasted.
I would have just said like, oh, is this what she would have wanted? Something like that. I would
Bro,
have
no,
just
you
sick.
can't say
I
that.
would have. I
Brother,
said
no,
to. Is this what
you
she would
can't
have?
say that.
That would have
Man,
been my first thought.
man fucking starting fights, hell no.
No, but we've had
Nah,
people that have clearly come in and like been booted out of like amber rooms or something, and then they're just like, oh, where else is serving at 10:30? Da da da. Oh, we'll go up here. It's a little bit out of the way, but said I'll come in and they'll serve me because it'll be my first one in here. But if they look battered, then like I said before, it's up to you. You know,
yeah,
you have to assess the situation. It's like, do they look like they
yeah,
should
yeah,
have another
no,
one? If not,
yeah.
if you're not 100% certain that they should have another one, then just don't serve them. If there's any reason of doubt, then just refuse service, and then
Yeah, for sure, man. Like,
we don't really get hit with
because
sub stories. So
no, we do, and the problem is again, what people don't realize is even as a pub, you still have a duty of care to look after people.
you do, yeah.
So, right, so what the people don't understand is they come in wasted,
You are our
and you
problem.
give them,
You are now our
yeah,
problem, regardless
yes,
of how
that's
much you.
exactly what I was going to say.
If you
You
consumed
then
all
become
this
our
off
problem.
site and came in, you are now our problem. And then,
Yeah,
especially the
no,
moment we serve you, you are then you become our customer. It's like you're already our
yeah,
problem or our concern,
yeah,
but you come in and then we serve you. You are, you are our customer now. We have a duty of care towards you and
yeah, duty of care, exactly,
towards the
yeah,
other customers as well. So
yeah,
if you're
exactly.
being a dick and going around like talking to other like just being weird and just talking to other customers, da, da, da. Like we've had it a lot. It's like girls have come up to the bar and said to me like, "Oh, this creepy old don's talking to me," and I have to go like, "You're right." Like it's like, "Yeah, yeah," yeah," and I'm like, "Fuck off." Like literally, it's like
Yeah,
I was like, I say to the girls first, I'm like, "Do you know him?" No, and I'm like, "Yeah, leave him alone. Go away. Fuck off." Like I'll
yeah.
be nice at first, but if they're clearly being like, "No, you," I'll be like, "Fuck off." Seriously. Oh, cool, please.
Have you ever have you ever had a situation where so that sort of situation, right, that you're
Yeah.
talking about where people start bothering others?
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever had a situation where like you yourself have like kicked off at them, and I mean like properly kicked off?
I try not to. Like we had as one guy in like a mobility scooter, he's barred like fucking years ago. And even when I asked Sean, our general manager, like why is he barred? I don't think Sean even knows. But like he's just not allowed in. And he'll come in on his mobility scooter with like a bottle of fucking bells or something, and he's drinking it, like
Yeah,
take it,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he's just trying to talk to everyone. Da, da, da. Even when he's on the other side of the road, I tell him to fuck off. I'm like, stay away. But like, I've not kicked off at him. He's just been like, I don't know. He just for the first time. And now, like every time afterwards, since he knows I'm not joking, he was just like, "I'm gonna call the police," and he's like with people there, and I was just saying like, oh, like Ollie just like he's just trying to do his job and everything, and I'm thinking like, thank you. I'm like, because if like the moment anyone has like sided with him, I've just been like, well, you're a dick. So it's just
You're
like, yeah,
ridiculous.
I'm like, you're literally every other time it's like, oh yeah, you're right, you're nice, but now this one time you're switching up. I'm like, fuck off. But no,
Yeah,
I'll literally just be there, and I have to have my phone on speaker, not to prove a point, but because my mic's generally fucked in my phone, so I can't hear it if I have it to my ear, so I have to have it on speaker, and I'm just there like literally calling the police, and then he just soon like skirts off, and now every time afterwards I tell him to leave, he goes because he knows I'll just call the police. So I don't mind doing
yeah,
the little paperwork at the end of the night saying I called the police.
yeah.
But
No, man.
I've
No,
never
no.
fully, but to answer your question, not trying to do a brown baller, I've never fully like kicked off on someone
Oh,
because
mate.
I
So,
I just don't.
so I have. So before lockdown, God, when would it have been?
It's a while ago.
But it was a Christmas Eve,
Oh, special time of the year.
and I had. So at the time I was single, and I had my mate come down from Wales, and we were just going to do Christmas together.
Yeah,
Just like get pissed up, basically.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and so it's coming up to the closing time, and because it was Christmas Eve, like on Christmas Eve, like I always let my staff go home early,
yeah,
always, and like I'll do the bar for like 2 hours in the closing, not a fucking problem.
yeah,
All right, so my mate sat at the bar. Um, I mean, okay, so I say mate, we're not friends anymore. Long, that's another story. But so he's very timid, whereas I'm quite like loud, outgoing.
yeah, yeah,
Right, like I say what's on my mind. And it was coming up to closing time anyway, and these two guys walk in and they're playing music out of a speaker in their rucksack.
yeah,
Right now, they were obviously like city workers. They were both like suited and booted.
yeah,
Right, and it's one of the reasons why I hate Christmas working hospitality because you get like the people who drink once a year and they can't handle it and they turn into pricks.
yeah, yeah,
And so obviously you've been in my pub, so where the double doors are to go outside, the table to the right, like above the hatch where the bar was coming,
yeah,
and there was a group of the girls who were like regulars in here,
yeah,
right? And so they come to the bar, try to get a drink. They're playing music out of their rucksack on a fucking speaker, fucking loud, right?
yeah,
So no, you're not having a drink, right? And they're like, oh, well, like whatever, like I fucking like monged out. They go and stand like in front of the double doors. They're still fucking playing music,
yeah,
right? And then they pull out like a bottle of fucking beer out of their pocket to undo it as they're leaving.
yeah,
One of the girls on the table is like, it is like, mate, come on, like leave. You're playing this fucking music loud. And the guy looked that the guy who the guy who had the speaker in his rucksack looked at the girl and was like, "Oh, shut the fuck up. What do you fucking know?" And she's like, "Whoa, no fucking need to talk to me like that." And so I'm like, "Here we go. I know it's gonna kick off."
yeah,
And he basically said, "If you don't shut up, I'm gonna fucking hit you."
yeah,
Right. But one thing with me is I do not stand for that shit. You see, if I was in contact with my old friend, he would tell you, I jumped the bar, literally jumped over it,
yeah,
fucking grabbed them both,
yeah.
as in proper fucking grabbed them, fucking slung them out on the fucking floor
Why does this
outside.
feel like an angry Ginge story? I'm there
No,
like,
no, no,
fuck
oh,
off,
no,
fuck
yeah,
off.
no, genuinely
No,
happened.
joke.
Like,
Yeah,
genuinely happened, right? So then by this point, like all the girls have, like fucking they're shouting, blah blah whatever. And so I stood in the doorway, obviously, like the entry bit where
oh
my
yeah,
like the double doors are.
yeah, yeah,
And I looked at him. I said, if you step foot over that line, right, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Like
yeah,
you don't fucking talk to women like that. You ain't gonna get away with it in my fucking pub.
yeah,
Right. The guy who said, "Oh, I'm gonna hit you," obviously felt a bit fucking brave.
yeah.
I think the other guy being thrown on the floor kind of like sobered him off a bit, and he's like, "No,
He
no, come on,
realized, it
stop,
knocked some
stop."
sense into him. He's like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I shouldn't be
yeah.
doing this.
Right. And the guy's like, "No, no, fuck off. I'll have it out of him." So he took one step, and I said, "Mate, I'm telling you, if you step foot over that line onto my premises, I'm gonna fucking hurt you."
Yeah.
And like his mate like fucking like dragged him off and whatever, and they're shouting abuse at me as they're walking
As a
away.
record, yeah. It's like
And
you're
I'm
not
like,
doing all that while you. It's like my dog. It's
yeah,
like my dog. If it walks
yeah,
past another dog, it's like nothing, and the dog's at the other end of the park. It's like, it's like, no,
Yeah,
don't do
yeah.
that.
But then the girls were like, "Oh, Josh, you don't have to do that," and I'm like, "No, I do have to do that. Like, 100% I have to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
nobody has
like,
the right to speak to anyone like that,
yeah,
let alone young
like straight
girls
up."
or.
Yeah. So like, but like I said, like literally, like I jumped over the fucking bar, like
Yeah.
one hand on, sprung my legs over because I wasn't gonna like run around. It took too fucking long because when people say shit like that, they're probably gonna act on it, right? Because
Yeah, you can't sit back and watch it. Like, you're not that, you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to clean up afterwards. You want to prevent it from happening.
Yeah. So I grabbed them both by like the scruff of the neck, like it, fucking slung them straight on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no man, I, 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 I don't know, man. That shit angers me like
Yeah.
to my very core,
Yeah.
my very fucking core. Yeah, and then like I said, and then Donnie gets up, takes a step towards me. I'm like, mate, I am gonna fucking hurt you. If you step onto my property again, I am gonna fucking hurt you,
Yeah.
like, straight up. Because like I said, I don't fuck with that.
Oh, man, some people just don't know when enough's enough until like they've literally, like you said, been slung on the floor or
Yeah,
you've
mate.
told them about
I just hate
themselves.
people. I just hate people, man. Like,
And you run a public
people,
house.
mate.
Fucking
Like people,
big brain, big brain. No, I get what you're
mate.
saying.
Just
I like people, but then I feel like a
yeah,
lot
but
of
like
people make me just dislike people generally.
some people just shit, aren't they? Like they
Yeah,
are. They're just fucking shit, man.
the worst kind, the worst kind of human.
Fucking winds me up like to the max, man. But yeah. Well, so I mean, so from what I gather, it seems like we we just have the same customers,
Yeah,
just with different
we
accents.
just have a few different like things like, oh, like people leave fucking, instead of letting people clear their tables, as soon as they're finished
Yeah,
eating they'll just put plates on the bar, and I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, someone will be round to clear those. I'm thinking, do not leave plates on the bar. People will literally come here to get drinks. I mean, fucking flies
yeah,
and whatnot. If you leave, like, just, I'm thinking like,
yeah,
fuck off, leave it there. Are you that
yeah.
impatient? Like, you're not
Yeah.
helping. You're not helping
Just
by
leave
bringing
it
your
there,
plates
and
to the
yeah,
bar, because what I have to do is I have to stop serving. I have to take the plate, go to the kitchen, put it there, and I don't want to be accused of dumping or anything like that. So I'm there. Like, I'll scrape it as well. I'll probably like blast it with the fucking jet wash thing, and then put it in the sink, so then
yeah,
whoever's on pots actually can put it through. And it's like, all of this could have been saved if you literally just got up and
yeah,
left. But
definitely.
people think they're being helpful by bringing the plates closer to the kitchen. I'm like, you're actually not. I'm like,
Yeah, nice. So fucking jarring, man.
but
So fucking jarring. Winds me up.
we don't really have like people like kicking off. It's happened a few times. Don't get me wrong. Like I said earlier, it has kicked off before, but it's like, it's sort of like very rare. Like, there's sort of like, whenever there's
Yeah,
stuff that happens in our pub, it's always like what someone's said, or it's over stupid shit. It's like,
dude, yeah,
it's literally over
yeah.
dumb shit, or like the guys that work there talking about like, oh, what was it? One guy that comes in like every now and then, it's like, oh, I'll just like always comment on this girl's weight, and just be like, oh, you're losing a lot of weight. And she told me, and I'm like, I beg, just tell him to fuck off, just say to him, shame you ain't, like, literally tell him to fuck off. Because she was
Yeah,
like, she tells me in like, in hope that I'll be like, what should I do? And I'm like, it's either you tell him to fuck off or I will. And I feel like it will come back, it will be better coming from you,
be better.
and
Yeah,
it's
for
better
you.
for you, because you're sticking up for yourself. Like, there's not
Yeah, for sure.
obviously whoever's on, like, there to look after you and everything, but I'm like, I'm literally not telling you anything different than what I do, because it's like, you
Yeah,
wouldn't. But people just think they're so slick with it. They think, oh yeah, you're losing weight. Like, you wouldn't say to someone, oh, you're gaining weight, or you're fucking fat or whatever. Like, you
I
know,
don't know about that, mate.
no,
I,
you get a few people that say it, obviously, but it's like, if you say,
you
oh,
must have those customers. You must have customers that do that because you and me, I'd say
yeah.
are kind of the same build,
Yeah. To be fair,
and I have
I've,
some proper cheeky fuckers,
I mainly have customers say, "Oh, you've lost weight, like in your face and stuff like that."
fucking
Like,
liars. No.
alright, guys. Literally, I came to EYC
Yeah,
and it looks like you lost a lot of weight. You pussy! I literally came to his pub, the place we're speaking about, the fucking promised
yeah.
land of Woolwich, and he said that. So
Oh,
let's not do that.
jokes, man.
Let's not do
That's
that.
jokes,
But no, but generally
man.
speaking, you get a few customers that are just like, it's not necessarily about
Like,
me, because some of them ain't got, like, they won't have the bollocks to just say it to me, and it's just like, they'll be like, oh,
yeah,
who's that bigger bird, or like, who's that,
yeah.
like, this new girl that
I
works
love
here. It was like, is that Sean's?
annoys me.
They'll be like, is that Sean's new bit? And I'm like, no, it's not Sean's new bit. She works here now. It's like, Yeah, you get a few that
No,
kind of
God.
like to push the boat out a bit, and you kind of just
Yeah,
have to wind them back in, being like, I know we try and talk to you as like humans and try and have a laugh, have a bit of a joke, but obviously, if you're commenting on like, female
just
members
don't
of
be
staff
cunts.
appearance, yeah, you got to be
Yeah,
careful because
don't be
you
cunts.
could say to me whatever you want, and I'll laugh at you, and I'll just, what was
Yeah,
it? I've had like conversation with customers. It'd be like, they'll say something. I'll just be like, I just say it back. To be honest, it's just like if you don't want it to be said to you, don't say it to others. But then you'll get like the female
yeah,
members of
yeah,
staff. They're just like they don't really know what to say. They'll be quiet, and then they'll just come to you and be like, "Oh, thingy's starting again," or "Terry's saying this," or "fucking
yeah,
Billy's
yeah,
saying this," and it's like, I literally tell them, I'm like, tell them to fuck off, and then if that doesn't work, then come and get me. If you've not at least tried to
yeah,
tell them to fuck off, that's my approach. Then I'll come and I will
yeah,
tell them to fuck off.
yeah.
That's
Sure, man.
basically it.
Always the way, man. Um, speaking of pubs and what we're drinking, so for guys who don't know, we have like a list of like talking points. We try and sling them together.
Yeah.
So it brings on my next point, and this proper annoys me. Guinness drinkers are the worst types of drinkers in the fucking world. Period.
I can see that, to be
It,
fair. It's like
it's so
one of my mates good mates drinks Guinness, and it's like the thing is we'll be out, it'll be like at Weatherspoons or something. Or he's even been
yeah,
to mine before, and I'm like, if I get like a drink, I want a little something to eat, wash it all down. If I'm not going out,
yeah,
little something. And he'll have a Guinness, and it'll just be like, oh, it's
yeah,
so thick, it's like a meal. Like you don't need to eat nothing. I'm like, you
yeah,
can't have Guinness for dinner, you sick cunt.
yeah. No, you weirdo. Is he one of these? Does he get a Guinness though, and does he go like that with it,
What do you mean?
like to look at the dome?
No, because nah, he doesn't do that. But like we've been to a pub before where we've literally watched them pull it all in one, and I've said, yeah, do you want to pull that again? And just like wait for it to when you get to the little fucking harp bit, just wait for it so we can it can actually like settle down. Like we're not asking you to draw a fucking 4-leaf clover or fucking a little star around his cock out. We just want a fucking decent pint. But no,
To be fair,
he doesn't do all
do you
that.
know what you, do you know what I do? Because I have a lot of Irish customers,
Yeah.
like regulars come in, and sometimes after they've had a few, they go, "Oh, you're gonna put a shamrock on the top of it." And do you know what I put on the top of it?
What?
Penis.
I've done that before. I've put a badly
Oh,
like my 4-leaf clovers. God, I don't really perfect in that. I was pointless, a waste of my time. I'm like
yeah,
if I
it's
try and do a
weird, yeah.
4-leaf clover, it's gonna look like a badly drawn phallus anyway. So it's like
But no, it's just Guinness drinking. I can't
no.
like, especially like it's mainly the new age of Guinness drinkers.
Yeah.
Surely you've seen them when they're like, oh, look at the fucking dome on that.
Yeah.
Look at the like,
I've had a few.
drink your
I've
fucking
had one
pint.
on like a Saturday night, like 10 o'clock, like very busy. We've literally got like it's karaoke night, so one of our busier
Yeah,
live entertainment nights. We have live events every Saturday, like 8 p.m. onwards. But some of them are a bit shit. But karaoke's never shit. So this guy, he's ordering a Guinness at 10 o'clock, which I think is a red flag anyway. Like why are you drinking
yeah,
Guinness when we've basically turned it into a nightclub? It's weird.
yeah,
So like he's there. I let it settle for a bit, and then I pour it, and it's fine. He was like, "You need to let it settle for 1 minute 13 seconds," and I'm like, "I don't have one."
yeah.
I'm like, "I don't have one
Saying,
minute for."
man,
I was like,
don't
"I don't
have
have."
that time.
They're like, "I don't have 1 minute 13 seconds." As you can see, I'm very busy. It was just like, I want to speak to the manager, and I'm like, "Yep, no, I've not got." I say the manager hasn't got 1 minute 13 seconds, and like, "Oh, are you the manager then?" I'm like, "Yep, what's your name, Tom?" Yep, and then no, that was it. Nothing actually
Yeah,
escalated
that's it.
from it. It was like I think he
Like,
realised he was being a knob.
they're just so annoying. And now they do that. They do the thing now. What do they call it? When you drink it to a certain level, what do they call it? Split in the G. They call it.
Oh yeah, no, I've
Right?
heard that. I've heard that.
Please tell me. Have you not had these kind of Guinness drinkers?
I don't think we don't have a lot of
Bruh,
people drinking Guinness.
bruv,
A lot of people are
bruv.
just drink Carlin or Stella. They're kind of poor,
Right,
so
that's so annoying. And th- bro, they'll drink their Guinness and be like, "Oh, fucking good Guinness, that. Fuck it." Like, mate, just have sex with it.
yeah.
Like, have sex with it. If not, drink your fucking
I'm just
pint,
there
you
like,
fucking weirdo.
yeah, thanks. I poured it myself.
Bro,
Like,
it's so,
I didn't
mate, it's
fucking
so
brew it,
fucking
but I
annoying.
poured it. Yeah,
It's so fucking, it's so annoying. And then they drink it and they're like, "Oh yeah, look at the way it sticks to the fucking glass." Drink your fucking pint, you knobhead.
Yeah,
Fucking
getting well excited. Like, oh, look at the
yeah,
rings.
they
Look at
do.
the rings.
Yeah,
Like, they're getting
it's
a
like,
fucking hard
mate,
on. Yeah.
it's like, it's like, mate, there's a reason why you're single, and you know they're fucking single,
In a
and then
relationship with a pint of
like
Guinness
it's so annoying.
and their left hand.
So, mate, so one of my best mates, who is also called Josh,
Yeah.
is a Guinness drinker,
Yeah.
right? And he denies it. He's like, people don't do it. People don't do it. And I'm like, they fucking do.
Yeah.
I met with him a few months ago because he lives in the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
But he was up in London. I don't remember what for. But so we'd met up for a beer. So we'd gone to the Brewdog at Waterloo.
Yeah.
Now they've just brought out their own stout called Black Heart. It's fucking delicious, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. So we've ordered it, but so you know Guinness comes in kind of like a wider glass.
Yeah, it's like the tulipy
Yeah,
sort of. Yeah.
yeah. Right. This in the Brewdog one, they come in more of, I would say more of a Carling glass almost.
Okay.
They come in, right?
Yeah.
Right. So bear in mind, right, because I've sent him all the TikToks and everything, like roasting his Guinness drink. He's like, oh, people don't fucking do that, right? So, right. So we have like 2-3 pints, and then I go to the bar, get him another one, and he wants the stout.
Yeah.
Sit down, sit across from him, and I look up, and he's going like that with the glass.
He's doing
tilting
it. He's doing it.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you cunt. I'm like, you've just fucking done it.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? I'm like, you
Ignorant.
checking the fucking dome, weren't you?
You ignorant
And he
little
was
cunt.
like,
Yeah.
right. And he goes, no, I was just checking if it will stick or not. I'm like,
That's the same
that's
thing.
the same thing, you
Yeah.
silly cunt.
We're saying the same
And he's like,
thing.
he's like, oh, whatever. And I was like, you're a fucking wronger.
You're a
You are.
fucking you're a fucking hypocrite. Yeah.
You're a fucking loser. That's what you are. That's what I said to him. I was like, you got nothing better to do than check the dome when you're fucking Guinness.
Don't
Right, so
don't ever at me again.
Mate, I look at him, I go in that bathroom, check your own fucking dome, because you need to fucking check it out, you fucking nonce.
There's something missing up there. Noggin needs
You're his, man. Like just fucking just drink your fucking beer. Drink your fucking beer, man.
Yeah.
Like,
we never had customers that do that, but we had one guy that worked with us. His name was Jamie. He was Irish, and he was always like, he'd always give me a fucking history lesson on Guinness. He'd be like, "See that? Look at I'm not gonna do Irish accent. Like, look at the rings around that and everything like that." And I'm just like, I was like, "Do you want me to?" So when he finishes his shift, he'll want to pour his own one, and I'm like, "You a cunt, you are."
Mate, it's because right. It's because for them, being a Guinness drinker is. It's a personality trait.
Yeah, it's a way of life. It's like it's more
straight
than
up. It's a personality trait.
Yeah,
and it's like you are a sad bastard, man. You sad fuck. And like, don't get me wrong. I think there are certain times where you take the first sip of the first beer and you go, yeah, that's nice. That right. But these fuckers do it in every fucking
like it's their first beer ever. Yeah, I'm like, probably the
like
second one of the
ever,
night,
right? And it's like, mate.
The first time I had Guinness was out of no, it wasn't out of a can or anything. It was the first time I had Guinness. It was like for a pub crawl, so I had to chop it. I couldn't even enjoy it, so it was like thick one on the first hole. It was like, that had to go down. But we have Guinness zero. We have Guinness zero cans that like we pour them out. Yeah, they pour them out. It's not even far off in price from the actual Guinness, but quite a few people drink them.
Oh no, right. Not for me. I can't get on with Guinness. Like, it doesn't do anything for me. Like at all.
Thick. It just makes me not feel bloated because it's not bubbly and stuff. It just.
No, but it's just not nice.
No, it's not. It's not a nice taste, and it's like I don't want to feel full after a beer. I want to have a beer and be like, I want some nachos or something. Like,
mate, and you get the cunts, you get the Irish bastards.
Oh, here we go.
That are like,
bastards.
No, because you must understand this, right? And they go, they drink it and they go, it's fucking better back home. Fuck off back home, then you cunt. Go back to Ireland, drink your Guinness.
I know there's like.
What are you doing in London, like Woolwich, expecting a good Guinness?
Specific ways. We're not in Dublin now. I'm like, I know there's specific ways to do it. Where like, if you have a Guinness glass, like, I'm not gonna do it because I've got water in. Have I got an empty glass? No, I ain't. But if you have it like upside down and then the glass on top, that's supposed to be the height you pour it from, and then there's the whole argument like, oh, it's supposed to pull back on the thing, da da da. I'm like, it pours out the same. Pulling back on it is what fucking Irish Jamie did, and then that's how he breaks the fucking pump. And then when he's like, then
Yeah,
when people ask there's no Guinness on, I'll say, this little ginger cunt. That's why there's no fucking Guinness on.
yeah.
If he can't have any,
So
none of you can have any. Yeah.
yeah, it's so fucking dry, bro. Fucking winds me right
They're
out.
so precious
Fucking hate
over
it.
it. They're so like
Yeah.
protective
So I'm
and
saying,
so
bro, it's a
like
personality, isn't it?
yeah.
It's a
It's
personality,
like
man.
if we pour a let's say like a subpar pint of Guinness, it's like character assassination. It's like
Yeah,
we've
man.
basically
Fully,
we've
bro.
insulted them
Yeah,
in
fully,
more
man.
ways than we realise. It's fuckery.
But talking about like the best first sip. So yes, I've stolen this from another podcast that I've seen. But for you, what is the best like situation for a first drink? Like the first drink of the day, but it's very like specific. So like, okay, I'll go first. For me, the first pint in an airport when you're going away.
I like the
Doesn't matter what time of day it is.
yeah.
It's fucking 5 a.m. I'm having a pint.
I
10
like
p.m. I'm having a pint.
to be fair. I'm like most of the time it's like the first pint I have after work after a shift. So like I was like I'm only
Yeah,
gonna have I'm probably gonna I was thinking after the Arsenal game like I'm only gonna have like one or two, one for each half, and I'm
yeah,
there like I've had fucking 4 or 5, and I'm just like it's going down a lot nicer. I think I poured the first one
yeah,
myself.
yeah, yeah,
I poured the first one
yeah,
myself because it's like I've literally come off a shift before, and I'll be like, oh yeah, can you do me a pint, and then like I've taken it home because I live over the road, and then it's just like it's rotted when it was there. And thank God it was
yeah,
a drink someone put in for me. I didn't pay for it, and I'm like I'm home now. I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
that is absolutely rank. I'm like how have we
It's
hired
been
it?
run, yeah,
Yeah, I'm just so I have to pour my. It's San Miguel, so I'm like, how can you fuck that up? I'm like, oh, I'll pour my own one. But then like yeah, so
yeah.
first pint post shift, that goes down quite well. To be fair, the episode with the last episode we did, this is episode 16, guys, but the episode we did with
Yeah.
Pocket Monster Max, which was episode 12, fucking the beers were flying there, to be fair.
The
I'm
first
like,
podcast pint hitting different.
no, not hitting, not even like that. It was just like usually, we've spoken a bit more, and I'm like, I ran out of beers a lot quicker than I normally did. So the first
Yeah,
few obviously went down quite well. Yeah, first podcast pint.
yeah.
But no, for me it has to be after like a shift or something. It's quite
Okay, but what what about the first beer during?
during the day.
No. The first day. I, fucking hell, you can't. You put me off my fucking thought process.
Fucking
The
did.
first
Go on.
beer as you're on your way to an away football match.
I don't.
That is a good fucking
I
beer,
don't really go to the football a lot or anything like that, so I don't really have that sort of.
mate. They're fucking good, mate. Like, so obviously Bolton fan. So like normally I don't do the away days local because they're just a bit dead. Better
Yeah,
to go like far away.
yeah,
But years ago when we played Sheffield United in the FA Cup, got fucking mullered. That's beside the point.
yeah,
Like it was like, so I opened the pub at 6:30 in the morning
yeah,
for porters that were going up there because I think we were like, I think we were like the 1 o'clock kickoff or some shit like that,
yeah.
like proper dead time. So I opened the pub like 6:30, mate. The first pint of the day at 6:30, knowing you're going to a football match, fucking unbelievable, mate. Like
Yeah.
it was like euphoric is the only way I could fucking describe it, bro. Fucking pang,
Now, see,
so good.
I think I've realised now thinking about it all, I'm like, I don't know, I just feel like I like the first pint, like, whenever. The fact it's the first pint, it's like, oh, that's it, like,
Yeah.
the gates are open now, it's fucking take me. It's like, it just goes down.
Oh, the first pint, like of when summer starts rolling around and you're sat in a beer garden.
Yeah, yeah, beer garden pint's lovely. It's like, you're there, it's
Beer
like,
garden pint. Yeah,
it's
man.
probably something you don't have very often because there are like obviously as you know there are
Well,
summer drinks and there are like winter drinks.
yeah,
It's like you wouldn't have a Guinness if you have a
mate.
Guinness in summer you're weird, but
Ooh,
we've established
no,
that there
mate.
are people like that. But
You're a weirdo.
you'd have like maybe you'd have a cider typically more in summer, or you might just have like a nice I don't know you might push the boat out a bit and have a nice premium lager rather than drinking your piss like
Yeah.
Carlin or something.
Oh, mate, it's so good, man. So
Yeah,
obviously not now because I'm not a smoker anymore. But when I was smoking, like the first pint of summer when you sat with your mates, beer garden, sun's shining, beer in one hand, cigarette in the other hand. mate, just genuinely shoot me in the head there because I'm the happiest man on earth.
Yeah.
Like I would die a happy man.
Yeah.
Like there's beer's just good, isn't it? It's just like
Yeah.
it's just good for the soul, isn't it?
It's like it's relaxing. Like you get people that obviously
Yeah,
abuse
man.
it, which obviously this is a
Don't
pre-recorded
do that.
episode, but
Do a disclaimer right now, mid-episode.
but mid-episode disclaimer.
Yeah,
Guys,
man.
you know that the podcast is for entertainment and we don't encourage binge drinking. So all guests and the hosts have the choice to wish they were able to consume alcohol or not. And obviously today I am drinking water because I have a game later that I
Do
need
a
to be
shot?
sober for. Want to do a shot? We can do a shot. To be fair, I say that I feel like I might have told the story before. I feel like my best game in recent memory. I don't know how many pints I was in, but we're at a pub called the Griffin, and I was like a few pints in, and I thought, okay, I'll be alright. I might just sweat a little more in the game.
Yeah.
Might get some beer sweats or something. And then like Jaeger bombs came out, and then I'm like, I played like my best game ever. I was like 2-0. I was 2-0 down. It was like it's first to 3, best out of 5. Like 2-0 down, nothing was working. I can't remember what I just said. Like I'm just gonna punch it. Like I'm literally just gonna. He's leaving that whole wide. I'm just gonna hit everything down that side, and he ain't gonna get it. I did that, and it was just like. Fucking Red Bull really gave me wings. I literally just fucking flew. So yeah. I guess a shot can't hurt.
Yeah, send it.
Are you still drinking that? Wait, what did you say?
Huh?
You said so. I was like, send it, you fucking slag off.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, fucking send it.
Oh shit! I keep the fucking thing.
Fucking send it. Fucking love a good beer. But guys, while we're kind of tearing through this episode, because I'll be honest, I don't know how fucking far in we are, but if you are still here and you're listening to us talk about the best kind of pints, shout out to the YouTube gang, shout out to the Spotify gang, shout out to all of our live listeners as well. twitch.tv/Thomas Young 1997. You guys are fucking amazing. We love you. And we got a big fucking year coming up. Big year. So make sure you're following all the socials, up to date on all that good stuff, because we got a lot of plans coming in. We want to hopefully get some of you guys listening involved as well at some point. Man, it's just good times, man. That's what we're here for. Good vibes, good times. That's what it's about, man. And also, if any small craft breweries want to sponsor a small growing podcast, then hit us up, because
what's going on? We're doing ads. Like what's going on?
No. So I'm basically saying, if there's any random little micro breweries, who want to sponsor us, we will exclusively drink and chill the fuck out for your beer, straight up, mate, I'm doing it.
If the price is right,
mate, I don't even need money. Just send us free beer.
Yeah.
I always chill out, straight up, mate. So to be fair, I've thought about this. So for anyone who doesn't know, I am a shareholder in BrewDog. I genuinely thought about posting on the BrewDog shareholder forums about do you guys do sponsorships? Just send us a crate of Lost Lager, mate. I'm telling you,
we'll get the little BrewDog logo just somewhere on the overlay.
Mate, we will turn into prime fucking Oprah. You get a discount code. You get a discount code.
Yeah.
You get a discount. Have that.
We'll turn into the BrewDog. got that BrewDog in him.
Yeah. That's it, man. Nah, man, mate. I think for me, that is my goal for the podcast this year. Is we get a beer sponsor.
Yeah.
By the end of this year, we have.
I guess a sponsor wouldn't be bad, but a beer one would obviously be
tailored.
Perfect, yeah. Right. Speaking of booze and whatever else, I have my shot of pink tequila rose, and you have
Chin.
that bottle. Oh, it was just swigging.
Yeah, still got it.
You're an animal.
Beautiful, man. Mate, when we go Lanzarote, this is the shit we're getting on, bro.
We're going. Wait, I thought we were going to like Munich for like a European city, like educational trip. I'm not going. I fucking booked the wrong tickets. Oh no!
Yeah, oh,
Wait.
fuck
So
it.
wait. So
I
wait.
can't believe you
No,
even
no.
have done this.
Wait. So, so I thought we were going to Munich, and it turns out, wait, I booked tickets for Lanzarote. Oh, we're gonna have to go now. Fuck. Oh no.
You know, man, we can't cancel it now.
This is like that.
Fucking hell.
That's like you see that
Angry
Angry Ginge
Ginge.
video. It's like I ordered a
Yeah.
salad and I've got a 9-inch margarita with Donami. I got
Yeah.
better fucking
He's
try
literally
it.
off, man.
Better give me my money back.
Oh, that is
shit.
fucking cool, man. Oh,
Dear,
man.
oh dear. We just
How long have we been going for, man?
it's just coming up to an hour and a half.
Oh,
We
man.
just sort out
We
stuff.
just chat shit, don't we?
We do. We probably spoke most of it just about like what life's like in a pub, working in hospitality, what the customers are really like, and what goes on up here when we're thinking like, hi guys,
okay.
but deep down we're thinking, fuck off now.
Yeah.
Go away.
Anyway,
We've got food
you
and
say?
drink at home. That's the best one.
Yeah.
Like to be fair,
Yeah.
like not from me personally, but the chefs when they get busy, it's like you can fucking eat at home. It's like cost of living. How can you fucking afford this?
Yeah.
It's fucking great. What were you saying, sorry?
No. So you, I think you said something about, oh, we need to book.
Oh, we need to sort out I'll say we need to sort out Stockholm as well, because I know that I know Eva wants to go Stockholm, so I need to like. It's probably easier for us to fly. I don't know if it's easiest to fly in London or to fly in Birmingham, so I have to have a look. But
Well, you know, Stockholm is like the week after we come back from like a week-long bender, don't you?
yeah, and I'll work a bit in between as well, and then just obviously back again, fucking trips back again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Like I said, Stockholm, as long as it's cheap enough, I'm up for.
Malmo this year was like really cheap. Like I think I flew to Copenhagen, then went. But I think because it's Stockholm and it's a bigger city than Malmo, it's easier just to go direct. Whereas like, I mean, I guess flying to Copenhagen was nice because Copenhagen was a lot nicer than Malmo. But,
Was it?
Yeah. You just had to go across some long fucking train across. Copenhagen was just nicer. It just felt like there was more going on.
Yeah.
A lot of cyclists gave off really big like European city vibes.
Yeah.
No, it was nice to be fair. Malmo was alright to be fair, but I think like where we obviously stayed near the Malmo Arena. We walked around because it was Fennekin Community Day. Me, Adelian, Matt Beer, Era Bubble.
Big man, Adelian.
Dinoski, who shout out Dinoski, came second at Stuttgart Regional this weekend. Big performance. But we all walked around and did community day and whatnot, and it was nice until we got to Malmo Arena and it was full time and all the Malmo fans came out. It was like, fuck, we're gonna get swamped by blue and white, so we should head back to the train station. But no, Malmo was alright, so I can't imagine Stockholm will be bad, to be fair.
Yeah, but like I said, as long as it's like cheap, like I mean, I honestly, I do think we're gonna come back from that holiday broken. I'm not gonna lie.
More ways than
one,
yeah.
Like, because obviously I've been to Lanzarote loads of times. You've never been before, right?
I feel like I've been. The thing is, like, when I was a kid, my parents used to, like, wouldn't go on holiday a lot. They don't go as much now, but when it was, like, cheaper for them when they had less kids, they'd go to, like, been to Tenerife, been to, like, Alcudia, been to other places in the Canary Islands. So, as a kid, I'm just there, like, I just think we're going to Spain all the time. Like, oh, yeah, we're going to Spain. Like, I don't know geography then. I don't know geography now. So, everywhere outside of London was just Spain to me, innit? So, it was like... But I don't know specifically. I definitely, as an adult, have not been. If I have been, it's been as a prepubescent.
Well, look, I'll put it this way: in Lanzarote, if you time it right along the main strip, if you go out with €20 in your pocket, you will get 10 pints.
Okay, no. Oh, with happy hours.
Yeah. So the way it works, luckily enough, my parents live like just outside the main strip. So even if like you finish up drinking at like 2 a.m, like a taxi back is like €6. Like it's fucking nothing.
You can't complain.
Right.
That,
But so normally what I do is in the day, like wake up, like if I'm going out there to drink, which I've done before, wake up, whatever, like freshen up, and then I walk into town because to walk from my parents' house to what I would call the start of the strip.
The sort of main where everything's at, yeah.
Right. It's a good 3.5, 4 mile walk.
Yeah.
Right. So but it's all along the beachfront. Literally, all of it is along the beach.
Okay, yeah.
And there's cafes, stuff like that. You can get a full English breakfast for £3.
That's
right?
cheap. You get a pint you get a full English for cheaper than the price of most beers.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Right. So go have a walk, you stop off, you have breakfast and the pint, obviously, and then head to head to where the bars start, and they all work together. So their happy hours, one starts as one end, one starts one end. Mate, you can be genuinely, you can be drunk twice in one day easily.
Yeah. You fucking got to the end of you've literally only probably walked a few meters from one bar to the other, or one little pub, whatever to the other, and it's you barely moved.
Literally, literally. And then to be fair, I've asked my mum to buy, because my parents have got a villa, right?
Yeah.
So you'll be staying. So the main villa, and there's a little there's a swimming pool at the front, which is their own pool.
Yeah.
And round the back of the villa is like a studio apartment, which is where you'll be staying in.
Yeah.
Right. And but so the pool is fucking banging, right? It's a fairly big pool.
Yeah.
But there's no houses opposite, so the sun is straight in the garden, right? Straight in the pool.
Yeah.
So go out for the morning, go have breakfast, a few beers, come back for an afternoon kip before getting ready to go out.
Yeah.
Right? Because it does get fucking hot out there. So even when we go April, it's gonna be pushing 30 degrees.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking toasty. But yeah, so my mum's got one really big rubber ring and one small one, and so I've asked her to get another big rubber ring. So when you and me come back half cut lunchtime, just fucking floating in the pool with fucking bottles of so in the back room of the villa, which is connected to the back door, and then you go outside, and then there's the front door to the studio part where you'll be staying.
Yeah.
In that little back room, they've built a bar.
Oh.
So it's just stocked up with fucking beers, spirits, ciders, the lot.
Yeah.
So like I said, so we'll go out morning, have a walk, a few beers, go back for an afternoon kip, get in the fucking pool, beers in the fucking pool, just chilling.
We'll end up going to sleep fucking. This ain't a beer bottle, imagine. It'll go to sleep like this,
Yeah, mate, you do. Honestly, but yeah, man, no, it's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to it, and
exciting
as well,
stuff.
to be fair, not in a weird way. Before you take this, so I had a dream the other night about this holiday we were going on, and we both got matching tattoos of I Boozy.
Oh no!
Right, right, and I'm like, mate. And then I woke up. I was like, "That'd be sick. That'd be fucking wicked."
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any tattoos, and I've just always said to myself, I don't want to get a tattoo,
mate. But the thing is, the font I had it in is of my favorite brand, 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
I
see. I know what you mean with I don't know how
the
to
font
describe
they use.
Yeah.
Yeah. The font they use is thick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that looks cold. That looks fucking cold.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, right? So I got mine right along here.
Yeah.
Right. And so when it was coming up to it, because you do the exact same when it came to booking it. You're like, yeah, don't worry, mate. I'll fucking tell either. I don't fucking mind. And it came down to it, right? Because we'd had a few drinks at breakfast, and then we were like, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna get it done. So we went, paid the fucking deposit for it.
Yeah.
And we were due to come back in an hour. It came to it. You were like, oh, panicking now. And I think you got it on this part of your foot.
Oh god, yeah.
And I'm like, Thomas, why you got it there? And you were like, because she's never gonna notice. I'm like, what? What the fuck do you mean? You're not gonna notice, you fucking mom. Yeah, it was jokes.
Yeah, gonna get shit from everyone, getting shit from the missus, gonna get fucking Nate shot. in the fucking DMs being like, "What the fuck you playing at? Like, what's going on?"
Yeah, mate. So, but yeah, like I'm like, mate, that's fucking cool as fuck. I'm like that might actually happen. I'm not even
I'm scared.
like no, bro. I'm not even capping. That could well happen. Straight up.
Fucking arrest me.
Yeah. I'm
Me
like,
up.
mate. I'm like, mate. That could fucking happen. I'm just saying, because listen, it's gonna be like, so I'd imagine we'll go out at like 10.
Yeah.
So we'll have breakfast about 10:30.
Yeah.
Come 2 o'clock, we're gonna be half cut, straight up. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I will just throw it out there. I'll look over at you and I'll gauge it. I'll be like, right, he's getting to that level now where I reckon I could get him to do fucking heroin. I wanted him to. You know what I mean?
Taking
Right?
advantage of me.
Yeah, straight up, right?
You dirty pig.
And I'm like, oh, Thomas, you want to go get some toes? And
Why
you're like, yeah.
why are you saying it like that? Like, oh, you want to go and get some? That's like when you say to someone like, you want to go and get some like chips or something. Like, oh, you want to like we're getting a few of them. Yeah, boss. Can I get a large tattoo with fucking?
Yeah, man.
With
Yeah, exactly, man.
With curry sauce and a bit of gravy or something nuts.
Yeah, and I'll be like, yeah, man, you want to get some fucking toes?
In all seriousness, though, we should like. There's like I say we're definitely incapable. We should have like an actual logo design. I know we have like branding and the overlay that you can see that was made by the wonderful Red Flash. So shout out to him. I know we have all of that, but maybe we need to get like an actual like logo.
Oh, yeah, like an actual like brand thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, to be fair,
not tattooed onto us on like a pint glass. I was thinking like not on my arse cheek.
Yeah. Also, by now, no, 3 weeks from now, you would have opened your Christmas present from me. You're gonna fucking love it, bro. It's so sick. It's fucking cold.
I'm trying to work out. So what? We're recording this on the 12th and on the 5th. Yeah, about.
Oh shit! Sorry, no. 3 weeks from when we post this.
Yeah.
Right, you will have opened Christmas present I got you. It is fucking wicked, bro. It's so cool.
I'm scared.
It's actually cool. I'm bringing it to Liverpool with me. Like, you to open it there. It's fucking dope, man. It's so cool.
No, I'm really scared. It's gonna be like,
no.
It's gonna be something sus.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tattoo design. It's gonna be a tattoo voucher for some fucking backstreet power Lanzarote. Right? Which, to be fair,
I mean, Lanzarote over Liverpool. I'd rather have one there than Liverpool.
I mean, to be fair, both the tattoos I have, I got done in Lanzarote.
Yeah.
While I was drunk. Very drunk. While I got this one on my arm that I got.
Yeah.
Right. I got that absolutely fucking battered. Right.
Yeah.
Now, one of my only phobias is needles. I fucking hate needles.
Can they not? Sorry to interrupt, but like, you know, we were talking earlier, like, oh, ever a customer you have to cut off, like, refuse service.
Yeah.
What? Surely this should apply for like tattoo parlors, right? You see someone there,
I'm not.
It's like they're not in a fit
here,
state.
yeah. Yeah, here, yes. Not out there. Those rules don't apply, man.
That's evil.
Right. So literally, I had this done. Like, I was fucking steaming, bruv. I was absolutely steaming by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, suffered through it. And at the time I was there with my mate, because we went out there together. Fine. And I'm like, cool, it's fine. Like, I'm over it. And then, I'm like, yeah, conquered my fucking phobia, blah, blah, blah. Stepped outside the fresh air.
Yeah.
Fucking hit me. I'm like, dude, I need to go home. Like, I'm gonna pass the fuck out. Like,
did you?
And so, yeah, straight up.
Shit.
Like, but so I managed to get home first before I did. Yeah. Like, and then I laid down the bed. Like, I was fucking out of it for like an hour and a half. But so what it was, so like I said, I drank a skin full of beers by this point. Right, like I said, like fucking €2 pint in a frosted glass.
Yeah. Fucking
30-degree sun. Fucking give it to me, man. Like genuinely, by about 3 o'clock, I think we counted back. I think we'd done like 14 beers each by like 3 in the afternoon. So like, good fucking effort.
That's pretty strong. Right? What time did you start? Like what? 9, 10?
Like 10.
Yeah.
Like just like we were just ordering 2 each at each bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. right? And so anyway, so I had it done. She put like the cream on and like wrapped it in like the cling film as they do because it's not supposed to be exposed.
Yeah.
Like that. So got like back home, and like I remember looking down, and there was so much blood in the cling film that it had like slid down my arm.
Oh no,
bruv, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that is what properly was like nighttime for Josh, man. Like straight up, like nighttime.
Yeah.
Like like I looked at my mate, didn't actually speak a word of English. Just was like, I'm gonna go sleep for an hour.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it, bro.
Just fucking
And then
grunting.
yeah, that was it.
Just grunts,
Yeah.
not actual words.
Yeah, no, genuinely was like I don't know what it is. Like I do not like needles. Like the two tattoos I have, I love. The first one I got on the back of my leg, I think was fine because I couldn't see it being done.
Yeah.
The one on my arm, I could see being done.
So it was like,
and that, like
it felt more real, like more visceral.
yeah,
It was there,
it
like
was
shit,
there.
this is
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
going
it's
down
there, man.
right here, right now. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking ropes, man. Yeah, I remember like coming to like an hour and a half after, like feeling like a bit more like sober. I was like, right, okay, I'm good now. Like went and like put like loads of cream on it or not. Fine, but yeah, bro, like all I remember was just seeing the cling film just like sliding down my arm with all this fucking blood in it. It was fucking right.
Nah, that's mad.
Yeah, it was wrong. But yeah, man, we are 100% getting tattoos, man, bro. 100 fucking %, bro. It's happening, bro.
Yes.
It's happening.
And how are you gonna explain that one? Be like, oh, so because as
you know,
Tom's going through a tough time, we've decided to gonna spin everything that way. It's like,
I mean, to be fair, my missus wouldn't care about a tattoo.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of tattoos. Your missus, on the other hand, is gonna go fucking batshit, bro. She's gonna give you the slider to the back.
What episode did we say this was? 16. Can we not make this like, how many weeks are there? Like episode like 52 or something like later down the line in the Christmas jump. Wait, why is there a Christmas jumper in fucking April, May? It's like, wait a minute.
Oh, that's funny, man. That's jokes. Yeah, guys, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can't wait. Like I said, I love being away. I love going away. It's like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
And I probably shouldn't talk about it this episode. It's quite long, but the guy that I went with before as like my first like lads holiday.
Yeah.
It was a fucking rotter, mate. It was an absolute fucking rotter.
Yeah, you did say I think you've mentioned before that he was like not in the best sort of frame of mind mentally, and it was like a bit depressed. Yeah.
So we were both like fresh out of relationships. Mine was considerably worse than his. It was a holiday I was supposed to be going on with her.
Yeah.
And then that happened. So I rang her. I was like, "Look, man, like I've booked this holiday. Blah blah.
It's gonna go to waste.
Nothing.
If you don't come,
yeah, because of this." And then I'm like, "Look, like if you give me like 30 quid, so I can ring up, change the name, cool. Like all like literally all paid for.
Yeah.
Like everything. Like I will pay for everything, drinks, food, a lot. Like blah blah. As opposed to just letting it go to waste, right? And so I've gone out there with the idea of like, right, I'm gonna get it all out my system. This is like a fresh start.
This is an emotional release. Yeah, it's a clean slate.
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
Let's move on.
Right. Which is also why I actually got this tattoo. That's why it's to like signify to me like the close of a chapter.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm out there like to get on it straight up. Like I'm going out there. I'm going out there to try and fucking try and pick up some girls.
Yeah.
Get absolutely fucked up. Mate, my guy, you must have seen Winnie the Pooh. You know Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah.
Man spent the whole week looking like that, straight up.
Down, like,
mate.
I can't even do an Eeyore impression because it's like, I know what you mean there.
Mate, so the worst part is, do you know what fuck I'm going to say? He's never going to watch this, so I don't give a fuck. So there's one night we got in this bar, and it's like, it's next to the casino. It's a really fucking nice bar.
Yeah.
Really fucking nice bar. Looks out across the fucking sea, sort of bar.
Yeah.
Right, so there's me and him sat there, right, because it was kind of like an off, like like an off period of the year.
Yeah.
So like no one's really there on holiday, apart from people, you know, like us. We sat on one table. We've had a fucking skinful of beer, man. All right, my mum's already sat there, fucking face like a slapped ass, right? Oh, you fucking left me. Like, grow up.
You can see
All
why,
right?
innit? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like, and these two girls got seated on the table behind us, right?
Yeah.
And so like we were just drinking, like, and they were just chatting, and like one of them looked at me and like smiled back, whatever. And I'm like, fuck it, like, do you know what? Like,
Go for it. We'll go
I'm a
for it.
few
Yeah.
bit.
We'll go for it.
Let's go, right? So you know, so I just go over there. I'm like, oh, you guys like want a drink, blah blah. Like, do you want to come like sit talk to us? Like, just us two, just you two, right? Like, and at the time, like I said, drunk as a fucking skunk at this point.
Yeah.
Like, but these girls were beautiful, like way out of our fucking league, yeah, way out of our fucking right. And so I'm talking to one, he's talking to the other. So obviously I'm not paying any attention to him. Period.
Yeah.
Right. So we're just chatting, we're laughing.
When you went over, did you think like was there a preference? Like, you know, you get the
yeah, of course, yeah.
Did you palm him off with the other one?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what it's for, isn't it? Like that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Oh shit, my fucking camera's just disconnected.
No,
Oh no, it's back.
you're back. Go on.
We're good. Right. So we're talking, laughing, and I'm not joking you. I'm literally, I'm about to get her phone number to meet her later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Because so, like, we're talking like, oh, you're on your own. Yeah. Oh, you know, you got a partner, no, nothing like that. Obviously, they had a fucking partners. Like, like obviously, she was like out there, you know, for a reason.
Yeah.
Straight up. Right. And then so she's like, oh, you know, where you staying? I'm like, oh, you know, I'm staying at the flat that my parents have out here. You know, so I come out here quite often. Blah blah. Whatnot. So like, you know, we were going to meet up later and whatnot, and then she was going to come back,
You're gonna
like to mine,
back to your
bruv.
meet the parents
Yeah,
already.
bruv,
Mad.
brother. And I'm not joking.
He fumbled.
I'm literally,
Did he fumble it?
brother. I'm getting the phone number,
He fumbled.
and all I hear is, I look over and my mum's crying, bro. Right. So then what happened? Obviously, you know what happened. They got up and fucking left.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I look at him. I'm like, you fucking stupid. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you crying, man? Oh, miss her, man. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, bro.
She doesn't miss you. Yeah, stop being a knob.
Like, grow the fuck up, move on, bro. Like, we're both here out of really bad relationships. Like, you know, like we're here to move on. I'm like, that is the best opportunity you're gonna fucking have this trip, and you fumbled it. Not only for yourself, you fumbled it for me. Like straight up, man. I'm like, you're a dickhead, bro. Right? So because I had a few drinks, I got up. I was annoyed. I walked off. I was like, fuck, stay there. I'll come back and get you in a minute. Because like I said, bro, I'm fucking angry, bro. Like I've gone through a proper shit breakup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I go back and he's like, oh man, I'm so sorry, man. Like I don't know what came over me. And I'm like, shut up, man. Like I don't want to fucking hear it. Let's go fucking get a drink or some shit, man. And then fucking, and then in the same night, right? So we go literally my favorite bar. I'm going to take you there. It's the best fucking pub out there. It's called Route 66. It's called fucking quality.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking love it. Massive like open front bar, facing the sea. Like quality of night. They have really good music. It's not like all the loud bassy shit. It's a lot. It's a lot of like the 90s, noughties. Like feel good music
Sort of
they
like
play.
modern but like sort of poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right. It's fucking quality, right? So we're in there, are having a good time. The shots are fucking flying, and I'm like, right, man, like, because at the time I was smoking. I was like, right, mate, like I'm gonna like go out for a smoke, blah blah, whatever. Because he was smoking as well. He didn't want one. I was like, I'm just gonna go out. So I go out the front and stand to the left because one of the things with me is, especially when I'm smoking, like I don't like to stand near people who are sat outside because I know some people just don't like
smoke.
it, right? So I stand like on the side of the road, like even when I'm fucking legless at this point.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I came out and went to the left. Now I'm about halfway down my cigarette, and I see him come out and go to the right. He's got his phone to his ear, and I'm like, I know what he's doing. I know exactly.
He's ringing or something, or trying to
ring.
Yeah.
Right. So I've thrown off my cigarette because so we both had like the stereotypical like man bags, right?
Yeah.
he didn't have them with him. So they're both fucking sat on the table with our money and shit like that in them.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, fucking bellend. So I went back, sat down. I'm like, this guy's having a laugh, bro.
Are the bags still there?
10 minutes. Yeah. Because
That you
I was
realise, like,
yeah.
gotta go.
But like, because the whole front of the bar is open, so I like tiptoed over and could see them, and then just like quickly fucking went in. So I finished my drink, and I'm like, the fuck is he doing, bro? Like, it's still not bad. So I finished his drink as well, right? I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna drink his drink. If he comes back, I'll fucking just get another drink in it.
Yeah.
Right. So drink that drink, and he's still not back. I'm like, the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah.
Right. So at this point, I'm like, I'm like, no, I'm fucking going on. Like, I'm not fucking spending the night like this. It's a fucking joke. Do you know what I mean? Right. So grab both bags, go out. So he's fucking sat across the road, right? Like on the stairs to the beach.
On the phone still.
No, crying.
Oh fuck.
And I'm like, bro, the fuck are you doing, man? He's like, oh man, you know, like rang her, I miss her, innit? I'm like, where's your fucking phone? Give me it. I'm fucking taking it the rest of the fucking night. He's like, I don't know. I said, what the fuck do you mean? Man's fucking lobbed his fucking phone.
In the sea?
Right? No, not in the sea. Looking up the toilet. But it's pitch black at this point. It's a good like 1 a.m. at this point, right? And so inland's right, they're not. So you have really sort of like dimly lit lights along the strip, and the bars make up the rest of the lighting.
Yeah.
Right, so obviously on the beach, there isn't fucking lights on the beach, right? Like obviously fucking not. Right? Man's fucking lobbed his phone, and I'm like, mate, you're taking the piss, bro. Like you're taking the fucking spent 20 minutes finding his fucking phone. Fucking found it somehow. Don't know how. Like, right, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, do you want to go for another beer?" No, I'm going home, bro. Like you fucking
you killed it, man. It's dead now. It's done.
You pissed me off, bro. Like you pissed me off. I've had to sit there like some dickhead, right? Because this is what I said to him. I was like, you left our bags in there, like wallet, house keys. Like, but now bearing in mind, we were staying at my parents' house. Like, well, at the time they had an apartment out there before they bought the villa.
Yeah.
Right. So I had the keys in my bag to that house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you gonna do if someone fucking rob both our bags? I'm like, you're fucking like grow up, innit? Like get over it, man.
Just allow it,
yeah. Yeah, mate, it was fucking long, bro. It was long, and man, it was like, it was just like the whole holiday, man.
Yeah.
It was the whole fucking trip, and I'm like, right, I need to go on a proper holiday with a mate. It wasn't going to be a proper fucking killjoy the entire time.
I mean, I'm going for a lot in it. So it's like,
yeah, man. Like, so, mate. The thing is I'm not trying to sound insensitive, but like, like the shit I was going through was way worse.
But that regardless of time and a place in it, like if it's that bad for you, if it's too much, if it's too overwhelming, whatever you want to put a spin on it, like stay at home in it. Like you're not gonna.
Innit? Straight up.
It against it, but it's like, look, if you're out there, like, listen, like, I've basically like I've sorted you out, like everything's fine. I've sorted you got a place to stay. I know, I'm basically like a fucking free tour guide for you, except we go halves on the beers and whatnot. Like, while you're there, it's an opportunity, and like regardless of like, picking up birds or anything like that. It's like you're in a different country. You want to try and do shit that you don't normally do.
Yeah, man, that's it.
You can cry and mope on the phone back home. Like if it's something you can do back home, I tend not to do it. Like,
hey, man, it's just like
just try and enjoy it, And then if you want to moan when you get back home and ring her or whatever, then do that then. But it's like it's inconsiderate of like your time as well, and like the efforts that you've gone to obviously, get him out there in the first place.
Fully, bro. That's it, man. And I'm like, fuck hell, man. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous.
If it's like a one-off where he's feeling a bit emotion, it's like, let's understand it's pretty raw. It's like, let's. But then if it's like fucking hell, it's like you're literally
But then it got. So bear in mind that was the second day out of the 7 we were there that happened.
Oh god, the rest of the 5 must have been fucking
right. So literally to the point where like woke up in the morning, like sober, whatever, went to go out, and I looked at him and I said, look, phone stays in the fucking bag.
Yeah.
Like, phone stay in the bag. Like while we're out, like going for drinks, I don't want to fucking see it. Don't want to fucking see it, man. Because like I said, like when I was sat in the bar, I must have been. Because what were we drinking? We were drinking tequila sunrise at that point.
Yeah.
Bro, I drank 2 of them. Right.
That's a nice cocktail, to be fair. Tequila sunrise.
Yeah, fucking banging. But you know, I'm supposed to be sharing it with my boy. Like, do you know what I mean? Like we got one each.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm sat there on my own like a fucking dickhead.
2 drinks,
and I'm like,
Billy no mates, yeah.
Fully, bro. Fucking fully, bro. Because fucking, mate, because some bird came up to me, some like middle-aged fucking Susan trying to fix her broken fucking marriage comes over.
Susan
I was like, yeah, mate, and she's like, oh, you're sat on your own. Do you want to come join us? Like loads of like group of fucking middle-aged fucking wives and husbands.
You join the OAP fucking club.
Yeah,
man.
mate, from fucking Doncaster, and I'm like, yeah, mate, and I'm like, no, mate, like, yeah, I'm like, no, it's fine, because like, you know, my mate's just outside. Fucking 10 minutes later, she looks over at me again, and I'm still fucking sat there on my fucking.
She's thinking like, come and join us. You were a prime Wayne Rooney, ready to fucking shoot and score on his grannies.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, because they'd have been good company at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking hell, man. But yeah. So I'm looking forward.
I would have sat with him, John. If he comes back home, we'll just be like, hey, over here.
Yeah.
We're here with Margaret and Deborah and fucking.
Yeah, because like by that point, I'd emotionally checked out from that evening.
Yeah, which is like you didn't want to be near anyone.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
You know what I mean? Because the plan was we were going to finish our drinks up there, and then we were going to go to the club, like down the road. Which don't get me wrong, it's fucking dog shit. Yeah. But it's like, you know, it's coming up. Like I said, it was like 1 a.m. It's like, and like we're still fucking warm. Yeah. Socks, t-shirt, drinks are flowing. I'm like, no, man, I'm ready to like go all night. You know what I mean? And yeah, after that, like I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm emotionally checked out.
Yeah.
From today, gonna go home, start anew. Fucking whatever. But yeah, so fucking hell. Sorry, I went on a proper little story.
No, you're alright. You're good. You can let it all out. Like I say, he probably won't watch this anyway. But if he does, it's like shame on you.
Yeah, suck your mum if you're watching this, by the way.
I don't know if that was
straight up.
He might miss her too.
Yeah, no, well, fucking hell, mate. I don't know. But yeah, I reckon that's about time we start wrapping up, innit?
Yeah, Josh,
mate,
honestly, he's gonna come off this fucking episode now and just be fucking fuming, looking at like old messages and be like, he was a dick. Nah, forget about it. Forget about it,
bro. So I haven't spoken to him in like fucking 4 years now. Like we had a big like falling out. Now I just hit him with a miss you fucking.
No, hit him with a
message,
link. Oh, well, we can't even hit him with a link because this episode won't come out for a little while. But like, when it comes out, just be like, you know, like this is a good way. Like, you know, obviously this is the first episode after the new year, and obviously we can't talk about it. It's not happening. We'll probably talk about it in the episode that gets aired after this one. But like, you know, you get them people that message you like the Merry Christmas or the Happy New Year. You ain't heard from him, fucking donkeys. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna message him being like, Happy New Year, mate. Hope you're well. I started a new podcast and going to lands with someone that's not a depressed
big
fucking
lands, cunt,
Although
to be fair, the one thing I need to work out how we're going to do a podcast out there, because I definitely want to do one while we're out there. I think that would be dope.
In the pool, in the rubber ring.
Yeah, dude, legit. I'm thinking if I can order like a tripod, like to my parents, and if we get like 2 like little like clip-on microphones, like
I was gonna say if I bring this absolute chopper in the pool,
mate, I don't know. I think that would be fucking jokes, bro. Just like live on Twitch, just you and me just floating around topless in a fucking pool.
But then we'll have to put the category as like pool, hot tubs, and beaches.
Yeah, pool, hot tub stream. Yeah,
we'll get hell of views.
Yeah, man. Get on there, man. Yeah, no, man. That would be fucking jokes to do. Like that would actually be fucking hilarious.
I don't know how it will go down, but it'd be funny regardless.
Well, either that, or we're gonna go down to the beach with like a beer cooler.
Yeah.
And just sit on the beach and just fucking drink beers, chat shit.
I drink room temp fucking sunny beers if I have to.
Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. Send it, mate. Send it, why not?
Whatever
yeah, I reckon we wrap this one up because what's it been? 2 hours now?
Good couple of hours as per usual,
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, this has been episode 16. I Boozy, pre-recorded episode. Josh, did you have anything you wanted to add? You got anything coming up? Well, it's weird to talk about what you've got coming up because by the time people see this, it's already going to happen in it. But most likely,
yeah. So coming up, yeah, the day after this comes out, I should hopefully have my half marathon.
Yes.
And by this time, I will have already put a plan in place for us to do normal duration podcasts, not 2.5, 3 hours, like regular fucking functioning members of society. But yeah, what about you? Any plans for
so when it comes
the new year in?
when it comes to the new year, when this episode comes out, I'll still probably be at home, and I won't get my family home because I'm going on the Wednesday and coming back on the Saturday, and then for me it's just like I'm straight back into work. But then the week when I come back, probably just same old really, just be working when I come back, streaming. If there's anything exciting happening at the time, then I say you guys will be the first to know on like Twitter. But guys, if you don't follow us already on our socials,
what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, you bozos,
what
man?
What do you mean?
Get it together, bruv.
I thought you were calling me a bozo.
No,
I was about to.
No, not you. These guys, like the fans. Like, if you're not already following us, the fuck are you doing, man?
Definitely.
Right?
Josh is hype. Josh is like angry now. I feel like that last story.
Yeah, I am.
He's never usually like this.
I am.
But guys, if you're not already following us on social media, I Boozy on YouTube, Spotify. Say this episode will come out on YouTube, Spotify, January 5th at around 9 p.m. UK time, and guys, I think we're gonna call it there. Our next episode will be a live one on Friday, the 12th of January at 7 p.m. UK time, so it'll be a little earlier. And without further ado, I think we
take care.
Suck your mum. All right, guys.
Have a great day,
guys.
Have a good one.
Hope you had a lovely Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler.
Yeah, guys. See you later.
All right, guys. Peace out. All the best.